We are here.
Yes.
We are live.
Hello.
I just tweeted it, so it's official.
Yeah, I know.
You made it real.
Unless it's been tweeted.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody out there in Cyberland. It's me, Todd Stashwick. I'll let everybody introduce yourselves. We'll start.
What,
yeah, there you go.
What order?
Let's start with you, Alison.
Hi, I'm Alison Haislip. What? How much introduction are we doing?
That's plenty.
Great. Can't wait to play.
And then we'll keep going.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Alex from All Time Low. Very excited to be here.
Woo-hoo.
What's up, y'all? I'm Nicholas from the band Walk the Moon. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go, Zach.
Hey, hi, I'm Zach Oyama. I'm you might know me from Dimension 20, and I'm just here.
I'm Satine Phoenix. It's me. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
And I think, and it is our love of D&D that brought us all here today. I'm Todd Stashwick, and I will be your dungeon master for the next 2-ish plus, maybe less than, who knows, hours. But we are here to do a game that I created for these fine people, and we're here for a good cause. We're here for direct relief that are helping doctors and nurses on the front line during this pandemic. I feel like a drive time DJ. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to lay out sort of how I run a game. I am not a rules cop. We're here to tell a great story and have a great time. Don't at me if you're like, well, technically, we're telling a story and we're playing a game today and we're having some fun and we're raising some money. So it's my party and I will DM how I want to. And then after that, please take time to donate while we put on our little pageant of madness for you. That is why we are here, is for you to enjoy us and to raise some money. Trying to think what else I was going to tell you. You know what? All the characters know each other in the game, but you all don't know who they're playing. So starting in that same order that we just did, let's have Alison start and tell us a little bit about who she's playing.
Well, now that I'm actually looking at the screen, I realize Alex is technically first for everyone watching this.
You're right above me, so I'm sort of clockwise.
Yeah, no, I'm realizing what the actual people are watching, and I should not claim first place. It's Alex.
Well, Alex.
I can kick it off, no problem.
Perfect.
I am playing Will Felor. He is a half-elf bard, and he's here to party. He's been in town for a little bit, and he likes a good time, and he's always down to get down.
Is he gonna sing a song?
I hope so.
Cool. Now,
Sweet.
Are we going to you, Allie?
Yeah, now it is me.
Rock and roll.
Solid second place here. I am Doza Dazoga, and I am a rock gnome. I am yes, there you go. I'm a rock gnome bard. I've always been pretty much a loner, orphaned on the streets, so I just know how to make a living on my own. And I like the dice, not just in my real life, but in the game too.
Ah,
Bit of a gambler.
delicious. Let's go with Nick.
Yes. I am playing a Luxodon monk. So for those who don't know what a Luxodon is, it is an elephant person. And my name is Koroji, but you can call me Save Gigi.
Says GG in the house. I love it. Who's next?
Oh, wow. Hey, I'm my name's Gusper Chuspin. I'm a Furbolg nature domain cleric. My whole family's a bunch of druids, and they all think I'm a square for being a cleric. I happen to think I'm just sort of a normal guy, but happy to, to be the punching bag for my family. I've, excited to venture out away from people who are related to me.
And tell for the uninitiated, tell people what a furbolg is.
Oh gosh, we're
using all this inside lingo. Pardon me?
Furbolg, I guess, is like kind of like a beast person. They look, we were saying sort of like a Pan's Labyrinthy kind of dude.
They're like a tiny giant beast person.
A tiny giant beast person.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, if you guys want to change your screen name to your character's name, that would be fun too. So I've given all of our players an inspiration point. That means at any point during the game, they get to feel the love and feel a little inspiration, a little divine push, and do something really badass, they get to spend that inspiration point. We will navigate to show you how amazing they are in that moment. If as we do critical rolls, if you get a critical 1 or critical 20, I want you to tell me how amazing you are in that moment. If you get a critical 1, I want to tell you how spectacularly you failed in that moment. Let's tell a great story. There are no bad rolls, only good stories. So from there, do you guys have any questions before we launch this?
Yeah, does Satine get to introduce her character?
Oh!
She walks out from the shadows
Question number
with
one.
her dark hair, just kind of like emo flips it over. Her name is Azurotija, and she is a Yanti sorcerer. And she comes from Chult, but is very amused by these people. And she's she's like green and gold, and is a bit of a pestilence sorceress.
Like
She's
sneaky,
nasty, but very
vicious,
sexy.
nasty.
100% looks like the woman from Queen of the Damned. I just said her like 5 minutes ago.
Like
You know what I'm
Alia?
talking about? Yeah. So
Nice.
she's like very snaky and slinky, but
I love it.
definitely hides in the shadows and judges everyone but her own group.
Nice. Well, you are her own group. These are your people. So, without further ado, and in the spirit of rock and roll and hard rock and heavy metal, we are going deep into the mines, deep in Neverwinter, near the valley of Kedron in the savage frontier. Rising high into the burnt sky of the Faerun stands Mount Hotanau, a blackened claw of iron and fire. This volcano was once the ancient home of infernal creatures of darkness, red dragons and fire giants. Some called it the door to the 9 hells, understandable given its endless treacherous tunnels and rivers of lava. The fire giants are long gone, and in their absence, beings from the Underdark and the Shadowfell, Duragar and Shaderkai alike have claimed their space and formed an unholy alliance. They have stolen something of great value to a benevolent clan of moon elves. They won't tell you what it is, but you are looking for a black box made of obsidian. What's inside the box you do not know. You have been hired to burrow deep into the abandoned mine of the fire giants to steal it back for the moon elves. But 4 of you, Gusper, Willfailer, Safe Gigi, and Doza, have been caught. You have been brought to a large cavernous holding cell, knocked unconscious. You are lying there chained in a room of rust and stone. You are planned to be offered up as a tribute to their demon patron. So now you sit and await your grisly fate. When the giant door rattles, Azure bursts in. She has what you came for, and she lets you know that 100 Duragar and Shadowkai are on your heels. They are but 5 minutes behind. You have to get out now. The table is yours.
Why aren't we starting in a tavern somewhere?
The clock is ticking. So there is an army of Duragar and Shadowkai on your heels. Azure has burst in. She is holding what you came for. You are all chained to a wall.
Oh, I would like to magic missile their chains.
Nice.
Willfilor from his chains just kind of looks up at Azure and says, "Wow, good job."
Hey, you know, this feels like it was pretty bad, and now it feels like we're going to have a bit of a positive spin on that, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, well, guess what? Things always get a lot worse than when they start out. So why don't we try to get out of here as quickly as possible, please?
So roll me a d20 real quick, Azure. I just want to see how quick we can dispatch of these chains for you.
That's a 9 on the die.
So one of the first one, Furball, it kind of bounces and chinkles, but it gives him enough crack in it so that he can burst them himself. Roll me again for Doza.
That's a 5. This dice is going to jail.
Okay, the clock is ticking. You're starting to hear the thunderous. You hear an unholy roar echoing throughout the chambers. What'd you roll?
That is, the next one was a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Well, you're sort of rattling it. You're a little shaken and spun from just escaping this horde and stealing the object. You're like Indiana Jones after he ran from the darts and the boulder. But so you're a little spun. So your little magic's off its game just right now. But you've weakened the chains a bit. Safe GG.
I try to just break with my brute strength.
Yeah, you kind of wrap one around your trunk. Roll me a strength check real quick.
You got this, dude.
15 plus 1.
Boom. So it just sort of pierces off of your tusk, and that chain breaks.
Why didn't you do that earlier, dude?
You guys just woke up.
I move to Doza and try to break hers.
Please.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
I'm tiny and little.
12 plus. I actually have plus 3 strength
So
saving.
15. So yeah, you got this down now. You're like quick, crack, quick, crack.
I just
So
moved
now
periodically
Doza
to
is
each
free.
person.
Free, and I do a little victory lap around the cell.
Who's left and who's chained?
Will Phalor.
Will
I'm
Phaler.
still chained.
All right.
That's a 6 plus 3, 9.
So yeah, so whatever, you're like, oh, I might have a cavity in my tusk. So and that one hurt a little bit. So you're pulling against it. Azure, roll me another D20 to see about that.
I'm too tired. I've been running for so long. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So yeah, your magic missiles they're just not on their game right now. We got to get him out of there because now thunder.
Would my athletics
Will
add-
speaks up. Will speaks up and just sort of says, everybody cover your ears if you don't mind. I'm just gonna.
All right.
And he sings maybe the highest note you've ever heard anything sing before, like a real, like a hair metal, amazing note, and it's gonna be a shatter. And we're gonna see.
I have to imagine it's beautiful.
It's a nice note. It's a real nice.
Yeah, and that chain does not save that shatter. It goes to bust and goes to pieces. Boom. So you've now because Azure has picked the lock on that giant door, you're able to push that door open, and you are free from that cell.
I think it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
I don't
get
want
outta
these
here.
anymore. And I just throw it at one of you. I throw it at Gasper. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, thank you. Incredible that you did this by yourself. What a talented bunch of people. Feel great to be around you guys, even in these dire circumstances.
Cool. Gasper, let's just run, okay?
Okay,
Let's
yeah, sure.
let's talk more running. Let's talk more running.
I think
Oscar,
you guys
you
are
know
great.
the way out.
Oh, yeah, it's this way.
So you guys head out into the hallway and it is a cavernous hallway because this was carved by fire giants. So and it is a built of iron. So it is this large cavernous hallway. The place smells of mildew and rust, and you feel the heat of the volcano around you. To your left or to your right, my right, your left, you hear the thundering, and you hear that roar and the chatter. It is an army heading towards you guys. To your left is a hallway heading straight.
So hallway.
It's like away from the
hallway.
army, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
away
I'd say
from
we-
the army.
Away from the army.
Less noise.
So you guys book down the hallway, right? So you're making your way down the hallway, and you're feeling it. It's getting warmer as you guys head down that hallway. You're sort of feeling the heat of
I like it.
that moment. You're feeling it.
Are we
And,
coming up to like an entrance or like a doorway?
You're starting to see like a reddish glowing light at the end of the hallway.
Does it feel like we're going deeper?
Into the mountain, well, you're going away from the direction that she came in, which was sort of the heart of the place, which is where you stole this black box, and you're heading the only way that you feel safety is.
Gasper makes a perception check
Okay.
about this hallway.
Okay.
That is only a wait. I think that's a 12.
That's a 12. So what you see is a large iron hallway built by fire giants, and it smells of rust and stone. And
You gotta
but what
admire
you are
the
starting to
artistry.
smell is a little bit of a sulfur up away from you. So about 60 feet ahead of you, it feels like the room opens up.
I use my keen sense of smell to see if I can perceive what's
roll me a perception check with advantage because you got that lovely trunk.
That's a 20 plus
Yeah,
2.
okay. So you're like
Baby.
Nice.
you're like
Nice.
you feel you're sensing up ahead is you're smelling a very familiar smell, and that's lava. You're smelling lava.
I'm sorry I didn't put on deodorant today, Gigi.
I was gonna say
Family, I
something.
smell lava.
Yeah. Do we see any writing anywhere or anything
Not right
like
now.
that?
Right now, you guys are just barreling forward as you're trying to make your exit away. And like I said,
And
you're hearing
is
this
it-
army on your heels.
Is it lit well enough that we're seeing clearly?
As you approach, suddenly you guys come to an opening, and the earth stops. It just drops off like a cliff, and you see a large, huge, massive cavern, and way below you is rivers of lava far below you, and you're feeling the heat, and you're seeing that gorgeous red glow of the lava beneath you. But right in front of you, built for a fire giant, is a large mine cart on
Oh,
a track.
wow.
This is the plan. Oh, the whole
This is the
time.
plan?
This is the plan.
the
All
whole
right.
time. The whole time.
Seems like the only choice, fam.
How far away is this minecart?
It's like right in front of you guys.
Oh, great.
I position myself at the side of the mine cart and just offer, come, yeah, help. I'll help you in.
I say,
So
Gigi,
you're like,
I'm
you're gonna like Ringling Brothers everybody into the cart.
yeah, I'm
Love
only like 2.5
Don't make fun
feet
of me
tall.
just 'cause I
So
look like an elephant.
Gusper's gonna look around for like maybe some kind of lever or something to see if there's any sort of action.
What you
make it
see
swing.
is at the front of the mine cart is like a lever brake release,
But for a
and
fire.
there is a lock underneath the wheels.
Oh no. Okay, well, I think we got to smash these guys to get this this cart moving. If anybody wants to help me.
but I feel
Does
like
it-
we should all get in the cart first before we screw with the lever. We don't want this cart taken off without anyone.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Just under Gusper's arm from the hallway, an arrow goes,
Wow.
and it hits just under his arm.
Ow.
And it hits the one of the wood planks on the mine cart.
Oh,
Does it look like we need to be inside it? Like once we release it, it's going to move? Is that what it looks like? Or
Yeah,
or
yeah,
we-
because it'll start to slope. Yes.
Okay, everybody get in.
Okay. I
Help
say,
me,
just gonna
and I'll
clamber.
reach down with my trunk and knock the.
yeah, Gigi, pick me up and put me in the cart. I'm too tiny to crawl in it. Sweet.
And,
I'll
and
also
as
help
you
people.
pull it, I want to magic missile the top of the entrance so that it collapses.
Nice.
Love it.
Smart,
Nice.
Love it.
smart.
So you guys all climb in the mine cart.
Yes.
You guys are in the mine cart. And who's doing what? And what positions are you guys in the mine cart?
So the brake release is at the.
It's
The
at the
back.
front.
Was at the
It's
front.
like the steering component and the brake release.
Oh, could I?
Oh, no.
Okay, can I
Who's got the
sacred?
best-
Mm,
You
steering?
got the best eyes, and maybe they.
Oh,
Should
well, I have dark vision so if we're about to go through a mine, maybe I'm up front.
Mendoza.
looking-
Gusper's gonna sit in the back because he's got a pretty high AC and maybe can absorb some stuff.
Right.
Second arrow hits the cart.
Wow, pretty good shot.
I'll sit just behind, just one in front of
They're like
Gusper.
stormtroopers.
I'll be in the middle.
Boom. So who's at the front?
Will
Dora.
Mendoza.
Oh,
Doza.
Dora.
Doza. And who's at the back?
Gusper. I guess that's where they're coming from, right? That's
Yeah.
where he would be.
Yep, and
Gusper. And you're in the middle as you are?
Yes.
And I'm one behind Gusper.
And you're one behind. Who's one behind Gusper? Where? Safe GG. And then right behind Doza is Will Failer, yes?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Doza, you're at the thing to release the brake.
Great.
Got it.
I release the brake.
It doesn't release.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay.
Will kind of feebly nudges forward as if to make it move, and it doesn't. budge.
Roll me a perception check, Will.
That's gonna be a 18.
Okay, so you see gunked up on the front wheels and in the brake mechanism, it's just rusted and it is all gunked up.
There's There's gunk here, guys.
Can I?
Oh, I got it. Press
all
the digitation.
gummed up.
Ooh. So what do you do as you explain?
I just crawl to the front and I look down and I'm like, yucky. Go away. I don't like it.
So you cast a spell and then you feel like it's almost like out of this sparkly energy, grease and oil hits those mechanisms and start to break it up, and the weight of you guys leaning forward starts to free the minecart as you roll forward.
And Will says, and I helped.
I've.
Are you casting those magic missiles?
Oh yeah. Thunk.
So it hits the top of the mine shaft, and just as you see sort of eyes kind of gleaming through that thing, and it creates a bit of a chaotic mess in front of it. It doesn't completely block it, but it slows it down, and you see a shadow Kai start to climb over the rubble. I need you all to roll for initiative and buckle up.
Wait, what? Sorry. What do I roll for initiative again?
You roll a d20 and add your initiative bonus.
Right.
You have to admire
guys.
their commitment to killing us.
That's a
I
7.
am screwed. Wait, what do I add? Oh, initiative. There you
your
go.
Initiative bonus, which is your dexterity modifier.
Yeah. I got a whopping 7.
Okay. Will Failer?
We got a 20.
Nice.
Oh, show off.
What's your dexterity, real quick? For my
That would
own.
be 11.
No, what's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, +1. So it was 19 +1.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Safe GG.
That's a 7 total.
7. Doza, you got a 7.
I had a 7.
You got a 7, right? Gasper, what did you get?
I got a 17. That maybe the highest initiative order I've ever gotten.
Nice.
Azure, what'd you get?
4.
Oh, she put it in there. Look at
Oh.
you. I appreciate your attention to detail. All right. I'm just going to put this on in my handy dandy tree so that I know what everybody is doing.
You have an
Doza, I
initiative
want
tree?
Doza. What's your dexterity bonus?
+2.
And Safe GG, what's yours?
+2.
Oh gosh, so I need you guys to roll that off real quick. Roll a d20 and tell me who has the higher number.
14 on the die.
Okay.
8 on the die.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Same team, baby.
All right. Sorry, I really like competition.
All right, folks. So you guys, the whole cart lurches forward, and you hear the twisting metal echoing throughout this massive chamber as you crest the hill, and then you guys head down this hill. Woo! It starts.
Is now the time to tell you I don't like roller coasters?
I need you all to roll me a dexterity check real quick.
Come on,
So
Todd.
would this be a saving throw?
Yes, that's what I meant.
21.
Nice.
12.
Doza.
Saving throw, 14.
Will.
1.
1. Gasper.
13.
13. Okay, so you guys hit the bottom, but this thing, it just, and you guys all bounce as it levels out, and then you all, except for Will, manage to hang on. Will goes tumbling out, and roll me another dexterity check real quick.
We have a 5.
Yeah, so he is tumbling out.
Want to grab him?
I reach with my trunk to catch him.
So your trunk snakes out. Roll me an athletics for that.
Yes,
I was
sir.
reaching.
But I'll let you roll with advantage because he flew over your head. So
Great.
you saw it coming.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 3 athletics, baby.
My guy.
So you
My
guys,
guy.
so you tell me how awesome you cradle him with your trunk.
I
So sweetly.
with swift lightning reflexes, I reach out, and just catch him gently, ever so gently, and cradle him like a baby.
Yes, and Will, you feel the gentle puff of peanuts as you are held dear into his bosom.
Will looks deeply into his eyes and says, I told you I was not comfortable with the nose stuff, but this time I'm gonna let it slide.
So a little nose play. You need consent for nose play. I'll be honest. So Boom, you've saved him, but you guys have now rolled for and you have your initiative. As you've now sort of leveled out, but you're still super high above on this rickety track over rivers of lava beneath you, and you're going forward. Suddenly on the side of you, and on the other side of you, 2 mine carts about 5 feet away from you are filled with Shatterkai, with Duragar at their, the Duragar, that dude, there's one of these dude. This guy is, his name is, I want to get it right. His name is Stumpy McShortenson.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So Stumpy McShortenson is steering the cart that is on your right. There's another Duragar on the other side, and there's 2 Duragar in each cart, and 2 of these nasty looking Shatterkai in the carts, and they are ready for action. They are
4 total on each side.
There's 4 total on each side. So you are outnumbered, but here we go. So Will Thaler, now that you have been cradled to safety elephant style, how are you? What do you want to do? You get to draw first blood.
Well, as these carts kind of pull up, Will takes a really good look at all the characters, you know, as best he can with his dark vision, and I think he would try to sort of size up who he might think would be the leader. So he takes a look at Stumpy, and can I sort of perceive that he might be in charge here?
Well, he is. He's as you were actually recognize him. He is kind of the guy who started things going. She's like, well, you can tell them.
That's the guy.
Oh, him, of course. I had a feeling.
So he's the general, sort of the de facto leader of this army. Yeah.
Got it. Well, he sort of screams calls out as loud as he possibly can with just a wry smile on his face. And he says, look, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but maybe this is a bit much. Can we potentially dial this down a bit? And he's going to cast Gift of Gab as he does all that.
Explain to the good people at home what that does.
So it is a spell that essentially you skillfully reshape the memories of the listener in the immediate area so that the creature of choice within 5 feet forgets everything you said within the last... Oh, I have misinterpreted this spell. I did not read the time attribute to it. It's 6 seconds. So, this is the first thing I've said to him.
You get a do-over. What would you like to do, Will Thaler?
In that case, we're going the other way with it. Okay. He is going to reach down into...
Let's talk more stab. Let's talk more stab.
Exactly, yep. Reaches down into a belt, a tucked away, hidden crevasse in his garb, produces a dart.
I don't want to know where it's hidden.
No, nobody does. Nobody asks.
No.
And he sends that thing flying at...
And by that
something.
thing, you mean?
Oh, it's a dart.
Lovely.
It's a dart.
So let's roll to hit that thing.
And he is also going to, as he throws this, if I hit, I would like to use a bonus ability that I have.
Okay.
Called Psychic Blades. Yeah.
Tell the people how it works.
So Psychic Blades, when I hit a creature, if I hit a creature with this weapon attack, I can expend 1 use of my Bardic Inspiration to deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage on that target.
Love it.
Woo!
Let's
So
roll to hit.
My eyes roll back. I get all weird as I throw this thing.
Uh-huh.
He's fine. It's okay.
How is he throwing it? Can't see anything.
Elvish instinct.
So that is a 12.
12 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that dart fly, like he sort of sees it coming and he kind of ducks.
Wow.
And it clears him. Yeah, it clears him.
I am offended.
and he actually he looks at one of the Shadowkai behind him, and he nods, and the Shadowkai pulls out a chain and swings it towards you. He swings it towards your cart, and it hits. It locks onto your cart. So now he has got you guys in tandem, and he is jumping up to now move along it, sort of acrobatic style, coming towards you guys. The other Shadowkai takes his chain as well, and but it does not make purchase, and so that one does not hit the cart, and so he's mad. On the other side, one of the Shadowkai swings his chain to try and slow you guys down. That does not make purchase.
Mhm.
That the other one in that cart swings his, and it does kink, and then he secures it. He hands it to one of the Durgar, and who's holding it like a tightrope, and he starts moving towards you. So the two Durgar that are steering, the one Durgar is securing one's chain on this side, the other Durgar is securing his chain on that side, and you've got two Shadowkai moving towards you along the chains. Gasper, you're up.
Oh gosh, you have to admire their enthusiasm. Wow. Gasper looks at these people trying to kill him and goes, okay, let's chill for a second, and gets down on his hands and knees and starts to pray and blesses, I think he'll bless Doza, Wilfalor, and whoever, just because Dex seems to be an issue with falling out, Azur, I think. Just for ability checks, and says, everybody please just stay in the cart and don't die. It would be really sad if that happened to anyone here.
Tell the world how bless works so that the folks at home know what you just did.
And me.
Okay, bless is a spell. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range, and whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add that number to the attack or saving throw.
Love it.
So
Got that? Ooh, it's so pretty. Is that a Satine dice?
It is.
How long before I gotta wait for mine?
Aw.
Soon.
So boom. So everybody's got bless, which brings us to Doza. You are still at the helm on the thing.
Yeah. So I look to the cart without Stumpy McStumperson.
Yes, Stumpy McShortenson.
Stumpy McShortenson.
He's a
Whatever
very
cart
proud
he is
family
not
name.
in.
Get it right.
Right. Whatever cart he is not in, I look at the other cart and I'm like, hey, you mofos. Wait, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like how she has to look up her pejoratives.
Yeah, I'm just
it's a piece of paper that says that.
How about you all just go to sleep right now so we don't have to worry about you? Yeah.
You're gonna put them all to sleep?
I'm gonna put them all to sleep with, wait, do I want to do level 1 or level 2? What do you do? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a level 2 sleep spell on the ones to put them all to sleep.
On the ones on the right or the left? Which way you're facing?
Which ones do not have Stumpy McShorterson?
To the left.
Great, the ones to the left, I'll put them all to sleep. So we don't have to worry about them. This spell is going to send the creatures into a magical slumber, so I have to roll a 5d8.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold
And
on.
then, and if it will take away hit points
Yeah,
once
hit
he
points.
reaches
Right.
reaches 0, they're out.
Okay, hold on. I only have one.
And for how many creatures does it say?
So I have to add up all these hit points, and then we start with the lowest amount of hit points, and that creature goes to sleep, and then I keep getting to do it for however many hit points I've left. Okay, hold on. I just rolled a 6. That is 1. Oh wait, but I'm doing it at level 2, so I have to roll this 7 times. Hold on, sorry.
This is just like a lullaby.
6. 2.
Yeah, she just busts out a song
1.
in the middle of all this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm rocking out. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I say? 7 of them? Yeah. 5.
Even Will's kind
Cool.
of like,
Yeah. And 1. That's
Stay
about it.
awake.
Okay, so math. Hold on. 12, 14, 15, 19.
Will, that spell is not for you.
24, 25. Okay, so what is our lowest hit point character on that side of the...
Well, right now, since you haven't dealt any damage, they all have equal hit points.
Oh, okay. So how many can I take? How many can I put to sleep with 25? Gross. That's just rude. All right.
That's great news. We got
So
one.
can I choose which one goes to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. What's my range on this? Oh yeah, the one that's crossing the chain
Ooh, I love it.
falls asleep and falls off.
Boom. Boom. So
Incredibly
Bye,
violent.
Felicia.
so he's crawling up, and then he's got this like fierce look in his eye as he's crossing the chain with his evil Shadar-Kar look at his hair just slicked back, and then he just goes
Wow.
and he just goes but he's falling towards the lava, just having the sweetest dream.
Hey,
I look over the
that's
cart.
how I want to go.
I look over the cart and I just go, night night.
A good
He
day.
falls and he falls and he falls and he falls, and then so he is off the map. Boom. Nicely done, Doza. Safe. What are we doing, GG?
Ooh. I whip out my. So wait. So on the, that was the left. That was the left side. Dude.
The left side there are 3 beings. The right side there are 4 beings.
And one of them is crossing the chain, right?
One of them's crossing the chain.
Okay. So I whip out my quarterstaff
Love it.
to knock him off, and if when can you help me with the rules? When do I engage a bonus action?
You can do it before or after. Like that is your call.
Okay.
When do you want it? You can say, as a bonus action, I'm doing
I guess
this.
it depends. If that works, then great. If not, I also swing.
Let's roll to hit.
Okay. That's a 18 on the dice.
Yeah, you hit him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Big
Nice.
smash.
Which is 1d8 plus 2. Okay.
Yay!
Forgive
Forgive my speed here. All right. Oof. That's a 1 plus 2.
Oh, 2.
Mhm.
So, he jumps to try and miss your quarterstaff, but you clip him in the toe, which sort of spins him in the air, sort of discombobulating him. He flips as he's coming down. He grabs onto the chain, so now he is hanging on the chain as you guys are riding down the track. What I do want to tell Doza, roll me a perception check really quick, Doza.
I do have the second.
We'll use your bonus action. I just want to find something out real quick.
Okay, but I'm really excited.
Wait, perception, I add my wisdom, right?
Yep.
Okay, then it's 10 on the die, so 11.
Okay, so what you see up ahead is all the tracks converging, and there's switcher boxes, hit little things to hit that would switch the tracks. So please continue with your bonus.
Right. So
I just wanted to up the stakes.
Yeah,
Go on.
right, got it.
So I've knocked him and he's fallen to the
He's hanging on the chain. Clink.
right. And in a fluid motion, I add my trunk to the swing and make an unarmed attack.
Love it. Roll me an unarmed attack.
Okay. Do you need the? Does this all count as 1-2 hit? Like I already hit him, or I need
You
to
hit
roll?
him. For your bonus action, it would be a completely new action. Yeah.
Okay. So rolling another 2 hit. Yes.
Yeah. A D20 plus your
20 critical. 20.
Nice.
That trunk.
Incredible.
so let's do double damage on that dude.
Oh, great. Okay. So it's a 1d4 plus 2. So I roll 2d4.
So or you could roll 1d4 plus 2 and multiply it twice if you'd like, or roll it twice and then add it twice. It's your
Well,
call.
That
do I have to
sounded
put-
like a lot of
Do I
math.
have to
They're both
decide
of a, it's both of a it's a gamble either way, right?
Oh, I decide that before I roll.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just double it.
Love it.
It's a 3. It's a 3 plus 2, so it's 5. So it's 10 damage.
10 damage. Boom. So your trunk like just in his face. Boom, boom, boom. And he now he's like hanging by one hand off this thing as you guys are barreling towards the exchange. So
Yeah, real quick, I'm like, yo guys, there's switches coming up. I think maybe we can do something.
this is
The
what you're
infrastructure
looking
here is incredible.
at. This is what you're looking at. So you guys are on the center track. These guys are chick, 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 and there's a switcher box which would, if you hit this one, it'll send you that way. If you hit this one, it'll send you that way. If you hit the middle one, it will keep you going straight. If none of you hit anything, you will all collide in the center.
Ooh.
That sounds
With that in
terrible.
mind, Azure, what would you like to do?
I crawl up to the. Hey Doza, what do you want? What do I do? What do you need?
I'm eating cheese right now.
Right, left, right or left?
All right. I think we gotta go. My gut says, I don't know, the left. Sure, why not?
Okay, I just want you to
Great.
know that I am more than just magic missiles, but magic missile.
One on the left?
Yeah.
I think she only knows one spell.
Does she
I look back. I don't. It's like
Hey, if it works, don't
five.
break it.
It seems like it's working.
Or
Yeah.
something like that.
So you aim, roll with advantage, just to let me know if you hit it.
Aw. Okay, I have advantage, right?
Oh, you have the blast too.
Oh, and bless.
Oh, I had
yeah.
this last time and I forgot about it.
Okay, so that's 15.
Still killed a dude.
Yeah. So
Nice.
your magic missile goes out. Kink, kink. That switcher box turns. So now you are going to go to the left, which means you will get out of the center path. But now the cart on the right is also going to follow you there.
Hey, guess what, Dungeon Master? I have
Yes.
twin spell, so I would like to.
Hang on, sorry.
I would definitely like to twin spell.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I'm doing this at first level, so I have 3 magic missiles per.
Yeah.
So that is, I'm going to split it. I think it's split, or I think it can cast it twice. Let me just triple check. Okay, twin spell. You can spend sorcery points. So it's 2 sorcery points to target a second creature in range with the same spell.
Love it.
All right, so basically it's a magic missile, it automatically hits. And I only wasted 1
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon Master. If I spend my inspiration,
Yes.
can I use
Ooh.
all 5, since I'm twin spelling it into 2 spells, can I use all 5 on some creatures?
Love it. Let's do it.
Incredible.
All right, so 2, 1, so that's 3 for the first magic missile, 3 points of damage.
Kink.
Okay.
You are aiming that towards the other
3,
switcher
4, 5.
to divert the other cart.
Oh yeah,
So
I want
you-
to do that too.
You twinned towards the things, and then you wanted to use other ones to hit people.
Yeah,
right?
you know.
Okay, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so 1, 2, and then that's 5 points of damage on for 2 missiles. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 more missiles.
Okay, and who do you want to hit with these?
One of them I want to hit the guy that's holding on,
Okay, great.
and then
We're just gonna say that hits him.
okay,
I mean, it does. I mean, we're gonna say that makes him let go.
and then 9 points of damage to whoever's driving the
Which one?
cart on the left.
Great.
Is that the one following us? Which one's following us?
Wait, which one's following us?
So you're both, like I said, you're chained to both. There are
Oh, so
hook
we
chains
haven't-
beneath. You haven't disengaged the chains. So you guys are all keeping the same speed
Oh.
as you go, but you're gonna hit the driver on the left, right?
Yeah, right
Great.
in the eyes
Right in the. I love it. So
with this.
Brutal.
With my,
that was Dumpy McShortenson, the cousin to Stumpy, and it hits him in the eyes, and actually it hurts him so bad he like hits the brake, and he's pulling on the thing. So now that cart like comes to a screeching halt, and it yanks your cart. So you guys all feel this. So now there's a drag. So the cart on the right is speeding forward and pulling you guys a little bit, while the one on the left is dragging you behind. Now, Unlucky Johnson, who you hit with, it's a family name. Unlucky Johnson, who you hit with, he's like, Mom, what a horrible name. I knew I'd meet this fate. He releases, and he doesn't have the blissful slumber that the guy had from Doza's hit. As he plummets towards, he knows the fate he is hitting. His life is filled. He has regrets. I'm going to be honest. He's thinking about not asking that girl to Shattercar prom. He's thinking about when he was rude to that guy at Shattercar Whole Foods. Like, he's going through this list of regrets as he plummets towards the, and his last thought is, I should have given to direct relief.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, snap!
Which is not a regretful mistake that any of you at home have to make. You guys can do that right now. He is incinerated as he hits the lava. So now there's this weird pull between the three of you, as Stumpy McShortenson's thing is now you guys are all heading towards the switcher thing, and you hit it. You're about to hit it, which means you guys are going to go to the left. The one on the right is going to take the middle track, and you will be dragging. You will be dragging the other cart behind you.
On the same track.
On the same track.
Got it.
So that chain is hooked between you, but nicely done. As your Will Failer, you are up.
Okay, so being that we are all now connected and a choo-choo of some sort,
Mickey Mouse.
Will is really fixated and now even holds a deeper grudge against this guy that he missed with the dart before. He's like, you sneaky little guy. And he is going to unleash some vicious mockery.
Love it!
In his direction. A slew, a bevy of just unkindness. And like, your hands are small and your parents hate you.
Yep.
And that's gonna do 1d4 psychic damage.
Do I have to roll against that to see if I
It is a
I
wisdom
have to
saving
survive
throw.
a saving throw, or else I take half damage? Yeah.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Because you know those Duragard, they're so smart. Yeah. He does not succeed that, so deal your damage. So vicious mockery, yeah?
Yep, and that is a 4.
4. So you tell me what you say to him.
I small hands. Parents hate him.
Oh.
It was unkind.
Burn.
He goes,
Because of his small hands too. That's even
Will Failor,
worse.
no!
It's ironically their fault as parents.
Yeah.
Right.
and
Right.
the thing is, the weird thing is, I mean, yeah, you body shamed him, but but they had small hands. So them mocking him for his small hands and you mocking, it just cuts deep because he knows, and he's always known. And he takes his hand off the steering column and he just looks at them.
An actual
And
crisis.
he's sort of taking in the trump of it all. And he stares at his teeny tiny hands and he looks at you and he goes, it's so true.
Aww.
It's so true what you say.
And it doesn't feel
And then
bad
a
at
slow
all.
tear traces down his Duragar face and he licks it with his blue tongue.
Aw.
It's so uncomfortable.
And while he does that, he draws his hand crossbow,
Oh
and
no.
points it at you, and that has been retrofitted to service his tiny hands.
Really small handle on that.
Yes, and he shoots his crossbow, and that hits. It hits you for. Hang on, I'll tell you. Yeah, that does 4 hit points of damage as it goes, and it hits you in the shoulder. And the Shatterkai that wasn't on the chain looks at you and he goes, hey, That's my man you're talking about.
Aww.
And I love him for his small hands.
Wow.
And he throws a dagger at you, which does not hit. The blind McShorterson, he turns his head in the direction. He goes, "You talking about my cousin like that?" And he draws his hand crossbow, but because he's blind, he's just sort of randomly swinging it. So I'm going to roll a D6 to see who he might end up aiming at.
Oh, good lord.
And then I will roll at disadvantage to see if he hits you. So let's see. Well, Alison, you said start with 1, 2, 3, 4. He aims it at Azure. So, but he's rolling with disadvantage because he's blind. Yeah, he does not hit. It just kind of his crossbow bolt wings past you. The Duragar that was holding the chain on the side of the Shatterkai that went to sleep draws his crossbow with absolute accuracy and aims it at Gusper, who he's like, "This is what you get for being so polite and thoughtful and observant."
You got to do what you got to do, man.
Gets it. And he actually hits. And he does 5 hit points of damage as that crossbow bolt hits you in the meat of the chest.
An incredible shot.
I heart you so much for that moment. So Oakley Dokley. So we so the Shattercar that is in that cart with you wings his dagger at Safe Gigi for swapping his friend off the I'm just dropping dice. I guess I have to roll with advantage. Don't disadvantage, don't I?
That's right.
Yeah.
Those are Satine rules, ladies and gents.
I love that.
Oh, if you drop it off the table, it's disadvantage. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Satine.
So he does not hit with that, which brings us to, let's see, the last Duragar on the other, in the cart on the right, draws his hand crossbow, and he aims it at Doza because she's steering, and
I'm so little though.
It's true.
he's like, he goes, "You should have thought of that before you made friends with people that mock people for having little things."
That wasn't me. That was the other bard.
9 plus.
Will looks at Doza and said, "We're all thinking it."
Yeah, he hits you with a crossbow bolt for 7 hit points of damage. And it hits you, and it knocks you off to the bottom because you're so tiny. It knocks you to the bottom of the mine cart.
Can I reaction catch her?
Of course
'Cause I'm
you
standing
can.
right there.
Love it.
I mean, I'll try, but these are.
Catch her by the crossbow bolt. She goes, "Not helping, not helping."
Is this sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Cool. 12.
Yeah, you catch her.
What does that
So-
mean?
That means you don't take any bludgeoning damage from hitting the bottom of that metal cart.
okay.
So she saved you some hit points.
But I still take
And
the
she
7, the
I'll
solid
take the 7.
7.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
So you hit that,
Okay. Great.
which puts Gusper up.
Oh gosh, is anyone still walking across a chain right now?
No.
Okay.
You guys are still chained together, and you are barreling towards the switcher box. There is a chain connecting both carts.
Okay. Gusper's gonna try to do a strength check to pull that chain off.
Okay, which one? The one on the left or one on the right? The one you're dragging or the one that's leading you?
The one behind us.
Okay, the one that you're dragging. So the one on the left.
Cool. All right. Oh gosh. That's a 4. Wait.
So
sorry, 6.
So you get your hands underneath the hook of that, and you start trying to pry it up.
So hard to do this.
It loosens, but it does not come off.
Oh man. Well, that's my turn.
It's I love where your brain is going though. Doza, what are we up to?
All right, what dudes do we have left? What's happening?
Okay,
Where's
so
everyone?
in the other, in the one on the left is
No, we're all the way on the left, so the one
okay,
on
no.
the right.
Have you? Oh, you guys have already switched.
Yeah, you
Thank
said there's one behind us and one to the right of us.
Yeah, there's one that you're dragging, and there's one to the right. So the one that you're dragging, and then you're still chained to the one on the right, because you guys kind of just all moved to the, and then that one moved behind you.
Yeah.
So the one to the right has Little Hands McShortenson. It has a Duragar, and it has one Shatter Kai. And the one behind you has a blind Duragar, a fine Duragar, and a Shatter Kai. Satina's just laughing her ass off.
All right, you guys.
Can you say that one more time? Can you just really quickly?
Yes.
Who's where?
I will draw it for you.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool.
Love that.
Love a good visual.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most exciting and frightening.
I got
What is
I
that?
got big ears. Doesn't mean I listen great.
Aw.
Okay, if I'm doing a bonus action, I can do one thing, and then my bonus action can be like completely not related to the one thing I did, right?
So here's where you guys are. This is you. You are chained to this one to your right, and then this one is being dragged behind you.
And how many guys are in which?
There are 3 guys in each cart because you killed 2 of the Shatterkai. You sent them to their fiery death.
Right. So there's one Shattercar in each and 2 Duragar in each.
Okay, so they're pretty
Yeah.
equally spread.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys now outnumber the, no, you don't yet.
No. Okay, I am going to on the cart behind us, I am going to cast a cloud of daggers.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which
Tell the people how that works.
I'm going to fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, center at a point that I choose within range, which is going to be the center of that damn cart.
Love it.
And all the creatures within that range are going to take a little 4d4.
Love
Actually,
it.
no, because I'm doing it at 2nd level, so they're going to take a little 64. What?
They're going to take a 6d4. I have to roll against that to see if I take half damage.
Oh, right. So what do
I just rolled to see.
Oh, yeah.
I have to roll against a DC 11,
Sounds really painful.
and I did
Yeah.
not succeed that. So tell me how much it hurts.
All right, what did I just say? 6 of these things? We got a 4. I got to sing because I'm bard. We got another 4. We got another 4.
Wow.
And we got a 1. And we got a 1. Man, what happens? I'm just like on fire and then just not. And a 2. Okay, so what is that? 12, 13, 14, 16.
Tell me how Blindy McShortenson dies.
So he's standing there being like, my eyes, why can't I see? And then all of a sudden he's like, and why does it feel stabby all over now? What is happening?
I'm in a cloud of stabby.
Yeah, he's like, tell my mother I love her. And he falls off the edge of the cart into the lava.
A peaceful death, yes.
He got a very complex chain of thoughts
Yes.
before he decided to throw himself into the lava. I love it. So
Is that good?
so Shorty's done.
Can I do my bonus action now? Or do I have
Sure.
To... Yes. All right, I'm going to do a bonus action of Healing Word, where a creature of my choice, which will be myself, gets hit points equal to 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
I'll allow it.
Okay, great. And it's a 3, and my spellcasting is hold on, what's my spellcasting modifier? 1, so I gain 4 hit points.
Sounds great.
Great.
It's not. It gets. You're still in the game.
Yes, thank goodness. I wasn't doing
love
well,
it.
guys.
And so that blade of daggers did that. So that hit. Did that only hit one creature, or did it hit anybody
No, it hits
else?
everyone in that
Okay,
5
just want to
foot
make
radius.
sure.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Exquisite. So that gives that brings us to safe GG.
So wait, we didn't hear about the fate of the other of the other creatures.
Well,
in
they
there.
got hurt, but they're not
alive.
dead. They're feeling it. They're feeling the pain, but they're not dead yet.
Got it. Okay. So nobody's on the chains.
Nobody's on the
Right.
chains. There's one chain that you're dragging, one chain to the right.
How far away is how far away is each cart?
You're like five apart from the one on your right and 5 feet behind you.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my strength to try and rip the chain off of the one.
Which
to
one? The behind you or the one to the side?
the side?
Okay. So roll me a strength check.
Does athletics come into this?
Oh yeah. Well, actually,
Would this be a strength saving throw? And
yes.
athletics, or-
That would be. I'm gonna let it be it's not.
they additive?
You know what? Make it an athletics. Yeah, I'll allow it to be an athletics. Yeah.
Does that mean it's additive to a strength saving throw, or are they?
No, it is. It'll be a strength. So let it be. Let you do an athletics check.
All right. 17 plus 3, 20, baby.
Incredible.
So that dirty 20 snaps that chain. So you are no longer bound to that car anymore as of right now.
Can I as a potentially, well, I try to hold on to the chain to try and can I like hold on? I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do, right? Not
Please.
ask you what so I rip it off, but then I hold on to it and pull it to try and pull them off of their.
Ooh, off the
Ooh.
track.
Nasty.
I'm
Oh yeah, you can use your inspiration point.
It was a 20 though.
but this is a bonus action, so I'm gonna make you do
Okay.
a separate thing for that.
Cool.
Because
Copy
you're
that.
trying to do something fancy here.
All right.
So you want to yank that thing off its track.
Yes, I do.
I love where your mind is going.
And I want to support with my trunk. I'm going 2 hands and
So
trunk.
you're like boom,
Use that
boom,
trunk.
oink,
Yep.
putting it under a tusk. You're like gonna give it the old pachyderm try. I love this. So give me you know what I want to ask? Does anybody want to Winnie the Pooh this and help him out?
I'd love to Winnie the Pooh this.
Ooh.
Do you guys, so who
I-
wants to join in? Okay, go ahead, Gasper.
Of course. I'm admiring your strength. I'm going to lend mine just because I think it would help.
Love it. So I'm gonna let you add his strength bonus to your roll.
Great. Amazing. Okay.
My strength bonus is 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
14.
And have you been blessed? Were you blessed as well?
I blessed other people. I
you
didn't.
blessed other people.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, neither of us are blessed. It's a 14 on the die plus 2.
14 on the die plus your strength plus his strength.
Oh, so my strength saving throw.
Yep.
So that's
Oh
plus
no, you plus your strength modifier.
strength modifier is plus 1,
Okay. So 14, 15.
and then plus 2 of Gasper, so 17.
Yeah. So we hear this mighty trumpet from your vocal cords as you wrench that cart off the tracks. Boom! It's going. It tumbles. And boom!
Let go. We let
Everybody
go.
inside is tossed into the air. They're kind of freaking out. The Shatterkai actually leaps out of it and grabs onto the side of your cart while the rest of them
Whoa.
tumble forward. What I
Wow.
need you to do is roll me a dexterity check really quick. Safe Gigi.
Yes, sir. That's
One
a
of the worst
12,
things I've ever seen.
12 plus 4, 16.
So 16. So you manage to then untangle yourself from all of the chain that you had wrapped around your hands and your trunk and your tusk, and you release it so that you don't get pulled over into the abyss with it. So
Whoa.
this cart tumbles, and you see the bodies tumble as well. But there is one Shatterkai hanging on. You watch as that cart hits the lava and dies. That one is off the freaking map. Azure, what are you doing?
I look back. What is all the oh my goodness! And I run to the very back, and I'm going to cast Agonazar Scorcher.
Whoa.
And this is
Tell the people how that works.
a line of roaring flame, 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, emanates from me in a direction that I choose, which is behind us. Each
Love it.
creature in the line must make a dex save at a DC 13 and take
Okay.
3d8 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
What
so
about
they
the
get
what about
damage
the folks
anyway.
that are sitting behind you?
Oh, I run to the back of the cart because
We're just on fire.
I like you guys.
Okay, they succeeded the save, but
Okay.
tell me how much damage you dealt.
Well, that's an 8, that's a 5, and a 6. I'm not mathing.
Math,
Eight,
8 and
five.
5, 13, and a 6. So
19.
19. Slowly describe how each one of them bursts into flames. 19, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is slow motion. There's like, I feel like Will and Doza are just rocking out behind me, and I'm like, this is my other spell, and
We're so proud of you.
thank you.
Magic missiles.
Oh, wow.
It's really hot, and it's almost like the heat from the flame starts to like burn their flesh off, and it's just like a metal music video here. It's just like skin, muscle, and then all of a sudden the flame, and then it's just like they're frozen, right? Like they're, and then
Yes.
And now
Really,
the cart,
that's the worst thing I've
the
ever
cart
seen.
is the cart is glowing with your fire. You've heated up the metal. The cart is filled with ash, and you have all killed everybody there. Now you are still chained to that thing, and Gusper, you are right
Oh
there.
wait, we still
at
have a
that
dude
chain.
hanging off the edge too. don't
Oh
we?
yes, you do. Thank
Yeah.
you for
I'm
reminding
like,
me.
excuse me, guys. There's still one baddie left over
So
here.
Will Failer, you are up.
Will keeps it simple. He looks at this guy hanging on. He realizes that he's been mostly full of fails this entire battle. And he draws a dagger and he just looks to plunge that thing right into this guy's hand that's latching on to get him to let go. Simple. Keep it simple. He's like, let go.
Since he is at a disadvantage and he is not moving, I'm going to let you roll with advantage.
Excellent. Let's do it. I'm gonna roll that again. Okay, that is an 18.
yay.
Yeah. So tell me how he falls to his death.
He looks him, sort of sinks this blade in, and right before he gives it a good twist, he just sort of leans in real close, right up against his face, and just says, "I'm sorry for what I said about your boss's hands," and then
Aw.
pulls the knife out.
He goes, he's not my boss. He was my partner. And he goes,
Oh.
and now
Wow.
I get to join him.
Aw.
And he falls.
Oh.
And he evaporates into the lava.
Woo!
Will looks around and goes, "Wait, am I the villain?
Are we the baddies?
Am I?"
Oh, no.
So now you guys are trucking along. There is a cart chained behind you.
Okay.
Hey, there's a cart chain behind us.
Gasper's gonna. I'll give this one more shot. How about that? And
Okay.
and attempts to.
Mhm.
That is a 8.
Okay. So because you loosened it before, you loosened it just a little more. It's just going to need one more nudge.
If anybody else wants to get in here, I safe GG, awesome.
I run over and wink, give him a little wink, and together pull it off the cart.
Well, roll me a strength check.
Yes, sir. That's a 19. Plus.
Yeah. So Gusper, of course, loosened it for you. But
Sure.
that cart goes sailing
The
behind you.
eternal pickle jar.
Yeah. And you guys are now heading forward on a straight track. But because you were so distracted behind you, you did not see that track angled up and was broken. And you guys are now airborne. And we're going to go to break. So, like the Dukes of Hazzard. We come back from commercial break, and you guys are frozen in mid-air in minecart. So yeah, love it. You guys sail through the air. Boom, boom, sparks fly, and your cart meets the tracks on the other side of the chasm.
I'm like, I knew that would happen all along, guys. We were totally fine.
Good
Wow.
old boys.
Incredible steering.
Yeah.
Just trust.
I
The
gotcha.
handling on this thing.
So you guys, as you're moving forward, you hit a tunnel, a dark tunnel, and you move through the tunnel, and things get remarkably cool and damp. The temperature drops. The air gets really moist. You move through that, and the world opens up with a bioluminescent glow.
Ooh.
You see purple crystals sticking out of the wall, giant purple crystals, and you see columns with bioluminescent mushroom caps, and you slowly move through this little cave of wonders. You hear the of the moisture. This is a little bit of a dramatic shift from where you guys just came from. The room glows with purples and greens and deep maroons as these bioluminescent crystals that are growing out of the walls. You're kind of inside a bit of a geode with large stalactite columns with mushroom caps growing off of them in this large, cool, moist cavern.
And I'm like, see, I told you it can always get worse.
Will sort of idles up to Gigi and like wraps his arms around his trunk and looks up into his eyes and says, I wouldn't want to be here with anyone else.
I
Magnificent.
envelop him in my ears.
Wow.
Aw.
I never speak ill of volcanoes and natural fires, but it's just kind of nice to not be almost on fire all the time.
So you guys now you have a bit of a respite to nurse your wounds.
Oh, good.
To take a look and see, just do a little check-in.
Hey, Gasper,
Yes.
what's in the box?
Oh, I forgot I had this. Should we open it?
Real quick before we do, I would like to do a little healing. If that's okay with everyone.
You don't want to open the mysterious box before we
No,
heal?
I think before we open anything up, I just want to, put a little
Okay.
Neosporin on a few places.
For
and,
sure,
you
for
know,
sure.
Maybe a stitch
Will-
or two.
Will points at the arrow still sticking out of his shoulder, just gestures to it.
Yeah.
I can cure wounds, Will Felor. Can we take a short rest, or should we just cure wounds?
I could
You
play
have a little
song
bit of
rest.
time. This is a big room, so you have like I said, you're trucking slowly, moving with the momentum that you guys just came from. You're on a level ground. There's no perceived threats right now. It's this wonderful bit of beauty. It's art directed by the guy who did Avatar.
I think it might be cool to take a short rest and then open this thing. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So you're short
Just-
rested right now.
And
I start meditating deeply.
Will's gonna sing a song of rest as well for everybody. As
You have a song?
Oh,
he has a song of rest.
Let's
I
hear
can't
it,
wait.
man.
Hey, it sounds a lot like the song from It's a Small World,
Never heard of it.
Legally distinct, but very similar.
but it's it's just different enough so as not to infringe on any sort of licensing rights. And he sort of just says like, "We all feel much better right now. Aren't these pretty lights kind of rad?" And so on and so forth. And
Yeah.
I think that helps out a little bit with these.
I love it.
And Doza's like, why don't any of my songs make me feel this good? So wait, do we
doing it wrong?
actually heal up from this?
So you guys have some hit dice. that you could choose to roll during this short rest. I will let you choose to roll a hit dice to accumulate some of your hit points back. Your song of rest can also give some hit points back if you choose. I don't know how badly damaged and how bad off some of you are versus others.
Yeah, so it says if any friendly creatures hear the performance, regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Oh, great.
So you guys heal up. When the song is sung, you see from some of the columns, and you see the mushroom caps, you see heads come up from the caps, and you see eyes open, and hands kind of come out from it. But the eyes don't look menacing. One of the eyes looks super just curious. But it is a mushroom cap, and so it's kind of a come out wherever you are.
These the moon elves?
And you see these people sort of emerge from the columns.
The mushroom people.
These sort of mushroom capped people emerge from the columns, and they're just watching you with deep curiosity as you move through this realm, this cave, and kind of course your way through their land.
And I'm like, don't trust anything.
They're just watching you.
This could be very sweet or very scary.
Azure is checking her breath because she might be meeting strangers.
Do you guys still want me to open this thing or try to open this thing? Okay.
I feel confident now that I've heard a good ditty.
I'll examine the box. Yes.
So on the box is it's this beautiful square box made of obsidian, and there you see carved into the top of the box something written in Elvish.
Will says, give me that box.
Anyone can read this?
I read and speak Elvish.
Okay, great.
But maybe the actual elf can read it too?
I can read half of it.
He's half elf.
Maybe you can work together
Like
to
he
read
knows
this
every
book.
other consonant.
Yeah.
Well, we are holding each other, so.
Oh yes, that's
I'll
true.
just put it in front of both of you to read.
Perhaps we read it aloud together. What do you think, honey?
Sure.
I love it. What you see written on it is contain. It says contained safely in this box is the Moonguard Celestone, and there is a bit of a mechanism on the front of the box that it clasps it shut.
I would like to check the annals of my memory if I know what that does.
Well, roll me a history check.
Yep. It's a 10 plus 2.
You've heard of the Moon Guard, and the Moon Guard were a group of moon elves that fought in the. They actually helped turn the tides of the Sword Coast Orc incursion in the war against the orcs trying to take over the Faerun. And that's kind of all you really know about the Moon Guard.
Is there more to learn about this?
Oh.
Will kind of speaks up and says, "Oh, my third cousin twice removed was a Moon Guard." And can I roll a history check on this one as well?
Roll me an Arcana check with advantage, since it is a blood relative.
We got a 22.
Ooh.
Oh. Do go on Wikipedia of moonstones.
Well,
so you have heard the tale of, and it's kind of like in when in Raiders of the Lost Ark, when Indiana Jones flips to that page in the book when he's talking to the top men at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and there's that beautiful drawing in the book, originally done by Ralph McQuarrie. There's that beautiful drawing in the book of the Ark leading the pack, destroying, laying waste to the armies before it, and you seem to remember a parchment that was shown at one of your family dinners because your cousin was showing off. He showed a parchment of the Sword Coast Orc incursion, and you see the Celeststone leading the pack, and you see the moon above them. You see shafts of light hitting the moon stone and going forth and decimating the army of orcs in front of it.
Should I get rid of this? Do we need this?
No,
Yeah,
no.
this seems like a pretty powerful thing we got here.
We should check that it's in here.
Okay.
Oh, should we try to open it?
What if it's not even here? I didn't check.
I mean,
Wait, if it's not in here, do we have to go all the way back
Yes.
and face the lava people
I'm
again?
not going back.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, it's either in there or it's not. I mean, I guess if we wanted to open it, here's a safe place because we're still underground and there's no moon.
And if there's no rock, then we can find one of these like shiny ones.
Oh,
put it
put
in.
in a
Yeah, maybe they
different
won't know the
rock?
difference.
I'm into this idea.
I'm just holding the box. If anybody wants to open it, I'll just kind of lean away.
Hey, I'm a tinker. I'll try opening it. Why not?
All right. So
Give me the box.
you examine the box.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there's a bit of a multi-tiered clasp on it with a wheel that you would spin and line up. Boom, 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 boom. And what you see is there's a series of shapes on it that they look like the moon, but they are out of whack. Boom, 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 boom.
I would like to line up the moon.
Okay, roll me a sleight of hand.
Will's like over her shoulder going like, it looks like a moon, but not lined up.
Wait, sleight of hand. Okay, dexterity. Got it. Here we go. Oh, man.
Gasper's just like, I don't know. I can't tell. Maybe it's a sun.
So this is just my die plus my sleight of hand, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's like a 6. Like,
So you're
total.
like I know what a moon looks like.
Yeah.
But
Guys, I'm going to be honest. At night, I'm normally drunk, so I don't pay attention to the moon. Sorry.
so you start fiddling with it, but you don't quite get it lined up.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not sure what a circle looks like. I don't know. No one taught me shapes. I'm an orphan. Sorry.
Gasper's going to take a perception check on these people crawling around.
Okay. They're still just watching you with just utter curiosity. Like
one.
Like they so you like get distracted by a dot on the tip of your nose.
What is that?
You're like, what the heck? Is that ash from the people that Azure incinerated?
Oh,
Wow,
no.
that's horrible.
Like,
Well, pray for these people.
Tastes like Shatter Kai.
Oh,
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Will Failor.
Hi.
The thing.
Will grabs this thing and takes a look at it, tosses it around a few times, and almost, I think, as if he sort of understands a box of tricks, what that might do, how to handle one of those things. He starts sort of just spinning it around. And could I sort of sleight of hand this thing?
Yes,
I
you
feel
can.
it's-
Roll me a
it's-
sleight of hand because you've got some moon blood, moon elf blood in your history. Roll me with advantage.
That's going to be a 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay, so you look at Dozer, you're like, your ideas were correct, but the phase of the moon, you got it upside down. So you
Oh.
immediately like flip.
And I'm like, what's a phase?
I have a
It's
song
something
about
we
it.
all go through.
Yeah, okay.
And you turn it until click, and then the box is unlocked.
And Will sort of holds it as far away from his face as possible.
And like to open with like my fingernail. Like
So you tip it open, and slowly the box like creaks open, and what you see on it is it looks like an opal, but it's really dulled, and it is surrounded by gold, and there's beautiful elvish writing inlaid in the gold, and then there is there is a chain, and there is a little clasp that looks sort of burrowed into the stone itself.
I call dibs.
No way, I saw it first. I opened the box.
I think it's Doza's dibs has been called.
That's
Rule
law of the
dibs
land.
is the law.
That's law of the land. Sorry.
Someone read this to me because I can't read this.
Will, didn't you say the moon would light this thing up?
Oh yeah, this thing gets real spicy in the right light.
Oh.
There's more writing though in this.
Yeah, Will continues to sort of look over it and dig into that text.
And you read Elvish?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope so.
Around it basically says it basically says that whoever wields this at the front of their army gains advantage on rolls. I don't know. It says something. It basically speaks to the history of this stone. And how it has been used in the past in the history of the Moonguard Celestone.
Will sort of
And then it says, "Say hi to your cousin for me."
Will sort of, he's been dead for years. Will sort of holds it up.
And then it says, "I'm so sorry for your loss."
guys.
It's a prophecy.
Powerful
I don't
magic
know.
of
Like,
this stone.
it was prophetic.
It's writing as I talk to it. He holds it up and sort of sizes it up on everybody. And he goes, I ain't putting this on. Who wants?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, should we be giving this to anyone? Even if
You
they
called
are
dibs.
moon elves?
And
I
he's
did call
holding it up and
dibs.
nodding. He's holding it up and nodding so enthusiastically.
But I wasn't being like, dibs, it's my job to go throw this into the eye of Mordor so no one can ever use it again. I was much more like, hey, that's pretty. But now I know it can cause certain death. And
So this is like a brooch, sort of.
Yeah, it's like there's a chain, and then there's a clasp on the chain, but you can kind of see it kind of goes into the
Itself.
the thing itself. Yeah.
So it's meant to be worn.
Yeah.
Looks incredible. Why don't we just put it in one of our pockets until we need it?
why don't we lock it
Wow.
back up in the obsidian box where like things probably can't get to it?
But what if we wear it and then we also have the box? So that what if somebody tries to steal the box and they're like, haha, and we're
Ooh,
like,
good
ha.
call.
Will's
I like
looking
this.
at Azir and going,
I vote Will.
Smart one.
Will wears it.
Mhm.
He's
Is
an
it
elf,
Will?
man. He's the only one who won't like match.
He's so excited to wear it. He's so excited to wear it. That's why we should wear it.
What happens if you are not an elf and you put it on? That's all I'm
Certain
saying.
death.
That's all
I'm
I'm
pretty
saying.
sure certain death.
Yeah.
What happens if you're half an elf and put it on?
You only half
fine.
die.
Half
only
death?
half death.
It won't fit over my head.
Or just big ouchie? Will reluctantly places it over his neck and puts it on.
Right as you place it over your neck, it rests against your chest.
And I look great.
End story. Great. We
And
won.
he
No, this is
lets out a big sigh, then goes,
It just rests against your chest.
All right, good.
Yeah, I should be the
no
one wearing
one
this.
touched
I got
that
nothing.
thing.
I got
Wow.
nothing. I got nothing.
I'm glad you didn't explode.
me too.
Yeah.
You know how many times somebody said that to me? Anyway, so you guys are now trucking through. You've opened the box. You're wearing the Moonguard Celestone, and you're moving through this thing. And up ahead, what you see is the wall of the mountain stops, and the cart comes to a stop, and then all along the sides are these bioluminescent mushroom caps up the side of the mountain. And you also see a mechanism box as you see the track go up in front of you, but you guys are stopped on a landing now. So there's no longer this large drop behind you. You guys are stopped in this giant minecart. Gasper still has bits of Duragar on his face. There is a mechanism box of fire giant dwarven design. They kind of mixed up. It looks like the fire giant stole some dwarven tech, because the dwarves are the experts in mining. But the track goes up, and you see a doorway at the top of you see an opening at the top of this track.
Where is
with
the
like a bluish whitish glow at the top. Pardon?
Where's the box?
The box, the mechanism. So if you guys, let's see here. Okay, so you guys have sort of made your way through this lovely little cave of wonders, and there's these like stalactites with all of the bioluminescent mushroom caps. You've made it to this landing right here. There's this mechanism box here, and then this track goes up, and all along this is like the bioluminescent mushroom cap. So again, this whole room is filled with this beautiful purplish glow. It's like one of Satine's wigs. It's just like it gives off this lovely, gorgeous purple light that fills the room. It's very soothing. It's like you're at a Prince concert.
I'd say we talk to the mushroom people and just see what's up with them.
I can talk to plants and animals, or
talk to the mushroom people.
I forgot about this fully.
Fungus.
Hold on.
So
I can only talk to giants, and we haven't encountered any of them yet. So
you guys are now like at the base of this tick tick tick, this thing that goes up in the mechanism box.
Will sort of nudges Gasper and says like, "Hey, ask one of these guys how this thing works."
We'll be happy to. Hello. Walk over to whatever.
So right now they're just bioluminescent mushroom caps sticking out of the wall. But are you getting out of the cart? What are you doing?
If it's, I'll just shout from the cart. Too scared to actually get out.
One of the mushroom caps sort of tilts its head up, and its eyes look very just sympathetic. And it kind of comes out of the side of the hill, and it kind of walks towards you, ambles towards you, and it looks at you guys, and it looks at you, Gasper, and it regards you, and it's very gentle looking.
I bow deeply and say, "What a beautiful shine you have." I say,
They smell funny.
They smell funny. I think there's no such thing as a bad smell in my mind. And even though it's different than what I would normally like to smell, great smell over here. Anyways, what's going on here? What's in this room up here, buddy?
He looks around and he leans forward. He goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going? We haven't seen anybody. This mine has been totally abandoned for like a super long time. It's like so nice to see people. What are you guys up to? What are you doing?"
Oh gosh. Well, we were kidnapped.
Who are you?
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, we're just some buds. Just kind of, we were on a mission. We had to get a thing and then
get a thing.
Yeah, classic get a thing and then get out. And
right, like Little Hero's Journey, right?
Exactly. So we were we took a train kind of out of there, and then we're at this door, and we're like, "What's this door?" And so
and then another guy kind of ambles out, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, I'm talking to these guys." And then they introduce themselves. He's like, "Hi, I'm Joseph." And the other one goes, "Hi, I'm Campbell." And they like introduce themselves to you guys. And they're like, "What's like so like it's so nice. Like we never see anybody but other mushroom people," which, can I be honest, can be real boring. I mean, this guy's a fun guy.
You want to spice it up. You want to spice it up. I get it.
You gotta spice it up.
Well, hey, well, we're here. We're hanging out, and we're just curious about this door situation, this mechanism over here.
Oh, that dude, like that'll take you up to there. If like you turn it on, it'll like tick you guys up and out.
So
ask him what's up there.
That's awesome.
Did you just say that into your hand? Because I can hear you.
What's up there? No, I just have something in my throat. Sorry.
Well, but you said ask him what's up there. Like I understood common.
You can understand me? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, can you understand me or?
I thought I was just understanding you through my friends.
From my perspective, I guess you guys are just having a conversation.
We had a weird fictional social interaction here. You were saying, Gasper?
Well, I was just curious. I don't know if you've been up there, but do you know what's up there?
Well, you know what? The last time a cart came through here was like I wasn't like spored yet, and so like I don't really like. We got all we need here, man. We got moisture and mineral. Yep.
Remember that. Remember that.
What?
You would do well to remember that. You have all you need here. It's a beautiful place.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. And then like Joseph puts his arm around Campbell, and they just kind of give each other a knowing look, and like as if there's like a conversation that they'd had before this, and this kind of resolves the issue of something they were talking about before.
Hey.
Now that issue is kind of settled because it had resonance and plucked a guitar string between the two of them, and
I'm glad I could help.
You actually settled something, and thank you.
I turn back to the rest of the party and say, I think our work is done here. I think we figured it out.
I think we figured nothing out. I think we figured nothing out.
And then Joseph is like, hey, before you guys go, he like reaches up to his mushroom cap and he goes, and he pulls off a piece and he breaks it into 5 pieces. It's like, I don't know where you're going, but like you guys seem like okay dudes, and so I want to give you this. And he presents a bit of his forehead to you.
Shrooms, I'm in.
To devour if you would choose. He's like,
Will takes it and immediately puts it in his mouth.
Just no hesitation.
Yeah. He's like, thank
Oh,
you.
and I'm like, wait, you're not going to show me up, Will.
As
and
the bards, Joseph eats it. The bards are just imbibe that, right?
I guess I should eat this too. I appreciate your culture, and I love the natural world. Bottom drop.
Gasper, you're supposed to be our DD, man.
Oh no, too late.
I take a deep elephant whiff of this.
Yeah.
Ascertain what it might do.
GG's our DD now.
So the only person who hasn't eaten anything is Safe GG.
Will's like,
so
what
you're
is this
so like Safe GG is like the designated driver, and it's like doom 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 doom. You guys are like, wow, I feel completely confident right now. Like I don't know whatever fears I had. I feel a little regret from killing a bunch of people I'd never met, but they want to kill me, so I guess it's okay. I mean, the balance of the universe, whatevs. But they go, so do you guys want to like go over
there? I say, yes, Mushroom Fam, can you please, can you help us with that box over there?
Mushroom
They sure can.
Fam.
Now, what I will say is once you guys take it, all of your armor class increased by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Oh, armor class. There
You don't have to worry about it. I got it.
Amazing.
I'm
And
overriding
you also
my
got
AC.
like an additional 10 hit points.
Wow. I would like to be
Oh.
color coordinating like the pebbles that are bioluminescence. I would like to be color coordinating them in a line towards where the cart is.
Wait, sorry, I'm stoned. How many more hit points?
So you each got 10 more hit points.
Yes.
Hey, Safe
And your
GG,
AC
these are pretty
increased-
good.
Yeah, Will's like, this is good stuff.
So Safe GG, that's on you, man. You can just say no and go all Nancy Reagan on people,
what?
or you can eat the head of the dude that just gave it to you.
Safe GG, these are natural. It's of the
No.
earth.
Wait.
I put it in my pouch for later.
Perfect.
Hold on. How do I?
So just don't worry about the armor class. I know what it is. Just worry about your hit points.
Oh, I just made my hit points 40. I don't know what I.
Perfect. So like Joe like slowly turns into like William F. Buckley, and then he becomes Gary Coleman, and then he becomes a crate, and then he becomes a troll doll. But all the whole time he's sort of moving towards the mechanism, and he like turns it while you're hearing like electro music, dance music in your head, as like the cart that you're in just locks in and goes up, tick 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 tick
Wow.
tick 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 tick.
The ingenuity.
Tick 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 tick. While you're hearing like Jefferson Airplane in your head, as you guys are now climbing up this thing, and they're and Joseph and Campbell are like there at the bottom looking up at you, going like, these are really nice guys, and you slowly see his face like rehealing, and they're waving to you, and you're waving back, and they're like,
Gusper's crying.
Gusper's crying. Yeah, they gave you some oranges They put some oranges in your trap.
Will just keeps reaching for him
in
like
case.
he can
Oh,
grab him.
oranges.
You need the vitamin C because it's gonna be a slow, bumpy ride. You're kind of hearing Grateful Dead music as you
I'm
climb.
so happy I saved you guys. It was
Yeah.
really hard to get here. It took me like a week.
You guys
You're all
are
feeling like
amazing.
so much love for each other, and you're feeling a sense of benevolence and a sense of charity, like you want to donate to Direct Relief.
Oh.
So right now, take the time, if you're watching this crazy journey, to donate to Direct Relief, because they help the people on the front lines like doctors and nurses. Meanwhile, our crew is tripping balls as they head up this track. Tick, 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 tick.
I take the time to hug everyone's kneecap to show them how much I love them.
My
I'm
knee is
thinking-
honored.
I have with me a traditional family drum. This is one of the only things that I have with me from my family who has
I
passed.
love drums.
And I start as we climb, I start slowly playing the drum and grunting and chanting through my trumpet,
Yeah.
entertaining the drug family.
Is there a song? Is
Will
there a
procures a
song
pan
here?
flute.
Can I pimp you into a
Wait,
song?
I bust out my lute and I'm like, I know a song of my people. This is the song of my people. And while you're playing the drums, I'm like, we
It sounds-
both lie silently here in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we're still miles apart.
It's like the first verse to a
inside.
Jim Steinman song.
And it's just
I'm
because
so
it
happy
only
right
takes
now.
2 chords, and that's all I know.
And we're going like a rebel on the edge of the knife. Going like a rebel on the edge of the knife.
And Brett
Yeah,
Michaels definitely does not sue us for that.
And this is the album cover. I love it.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, this sounds like this guy that I met one time, Blandy McBlanderson, who donated $200 to this fund.
Wow. You're
Yeah, I
called
know
into
them.
Blandy
Blandy
McBlanderson.
Yeah,
And Blandy McBlanderson is a good person. He's not bland at all.
not
I
at
hug,
all.
I hug
His
Blandy
name betrays him.
McBlanderson's
It's ironic
kneecaps
name.
as well.
Which are your own kneecaps.
My
What?
own
'Cause aren't we all Blandy McBlanderson?
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Mhm.
They do say
Somewhere.
that.
It's beautiful.
And Will has produced a pan flute, and he's just kind of like playing one note every now and then, but his
Yeah.
face gives off the expression that he is absolutely shredding on that thing. But it's just sort of like,
And I'm like,
Gasper-
look at Will absolutely shred.
So
Cooper pulls out his pan flute and notices Will's and just kind of puts it back in his pocket because he's too shy.
So now you guys have reached the top. Your song, and you timed it perfectly. The song hits its final verse as you hit the door to this opening where you see this heavenly blue light, and you realize that you are at the top of an extinct volcano in Mount Hutnow.
Oh, good
And the
old
track
Mount
enters, the track crests the hill. I keep doing it up here, but I realize the people at home can't see it. So the track crests the hill and then begins a slow spiral around the edge of the cone of the volcano as it goes down and down and down. At the very bottom of this, you see an exit that would like lead you guys out of this volcano as you're going down, and you see other openings along the way, but the track itself winds down a spiral, and it's slowly picking up speed. At the very bottom of this volcano is a lake of lava.
Peanut butter. Oh.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter screwball. It's a lake
Yeah.
of peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
At the very bottom of this is a lake of lava, and you suddenly see from the bottom of the lava the tip of a wing come out of the lava, and another tip of the wing come out of the lava, and the
So
wings
nice.
stretch and shake off the lava as the head, and it's this red bull head, rises up and it spots you, and it roars as the wings, boom, take flight. And in the center of the cone you see this rising in the center of the lake of lava, and I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh dear God.
Wait, are you seeing this?
I immediately reach
This-
into my pouch and pop the mushrooms.
The perfect worst time.
Oh man.
So, Gasper, what did you get?
I got 6.
6.
That's
Will
pretty
Failor.
classic for me.
Classic,
got an 8.
classic Gasper. Will Failor, what do you got?
8.
8. Are you all adding your initiative bonus? And you're just having
Yes.
that crappy of rolls? Go on. Safe GG.
9 plus 2, 11.
Doza.
Listen, I'm half the size of everyone, so those shrooms hit me extra hard. So I also have a 6.
Okay, Azure.
13.
Okay.
13. Do. All right.
Why did Todd just get really loud? Am I crazy? No. Okay. It's the shrooms.
Because of my
tripping.
my theater training.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
You are seeing my voice. now.
Method act, you guys. So you know.
All right, just a second. Let me
You
get
have to
this down.
project to the back of the
I
chat.
need Doza, what's your dexterity bonus?
2.
Gasper, what's your dexterity bonus?
Oh, a huge 1.
Okay, thank you. So rolling like a lemon on the edge of the night. Just a second. Pardon me?
It's 5:55 Pacific Standard. This is a good sign.
We're gonna go over a little bit.
Oh, we're going.
Keep it
So
moving.
We're
viewers at
going.
home, buckle up.
Wait a minute, what?
yeah,
wait.
We're exceeding past 6 o'clock, so
Alright.
we're just gonna do this until it's done.
Nice.
I just got to get this down. Sorry, guys.
No.
Gasper's just waving at this thing. Beautiful.
It's like the inside of the mountain, but also outside. It's very confusing.
The
Are
inside
we
is outside. It feels like a rich person house thing.
Will's just like, I
Yeah.
need wings.
You do. You do need wings. We
So-
could get his wings for you.
So,
Fetch me the
so
wings.
the monster spreads his wings, and it. Hang on just a second. And it roars, and it says, "I am Fluquar. I am Fluquar of the 9 hells, and you have bested my men, and you will die." And he
All
flaps,
9?
boom, and you see in one hand he's got a flaming whip, and the other hand he's got this blue sword, and he flies up towards you, and he whips at the cart. He whips at Doza.
Me? Why me?
But as the whip strikes out, the cart is moving past it because you guys are going in a circle around him. So the cart actually misses, and then he swings with his sword.
Good. I love momentum.
He swings with his sword at he swings with his sword at Gasper, and he hits.
Hi.
He's got this large flaming blue sword, as you can see, this sort of large glowing blue sword,
All
and
right.
he does 9 hit points of damage as it just sort of grazes across you. But you guys keep moving forward through the circle.
Sobering moment.
So
Yeah.
now, Azure, what are you doing?
How close are we?
He's like sort of massive, and so let me draw you a bit of the
Mhm.
event.
That's what I would like to do. If I'm within 30 feet, I would like him to make me a con save DC 13 for reduce
Ooh.
dice.
So
Oh,
that's
he's
sort of
like
what's
in
going
the
on.
middle of us.
That's what's sort of going on. And then there's this lake of lava down here. Forgive the crudity of my drawing. I didn't have time to paint it or build it to scale.
Are we on the outside of the mountain or the
You guys are on the rim, sort of space mountaining this thing as you're going on the outside of it. He is in the center of the cone, flapping his leathery wings.
Wait, we're inside the mountain.
No,
but
so here's the
on
thing. You guys are on the outside rim of the inside of the mountain.
Of the inside,
yes. It is a cone. It is a volcanic cone. And at the bottom of it is a river, is a lake of lava that he rose out of, and you guys are going down toward the outside of it.
And say one more time. There's little little exits.
Well, there's doors that lead to tracks, that could enter the thing. Like you guys aren't the first. You guys are one of the doors that enter the thing. It's the Matterhorn.
Okay.
Yeah.
There doesn't appear to be an exit. It's all just going towards
The exit is at the very bottom. You can sort of see moonlight at the bottom. Like all roads lead to this, and that exit is at the very bottom above the lake of lava.
So fun fact, the Matterhorn is the only Disney ride that is in both English and Spanish.
And gives me whiplash.
Oh, there you go.
Love it. And if you ever get a chance, ride it at night, because the view of the park at night from the Matterhorn is spectacular.
Also, your moonstone will activate if you ride it at night.
Oh, there you go.
That's right.
All right. So what I would like to do is I'm going to attempt to reduce this creature in size.
Great. Tell me how it works.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw DC 13, and it basically, if he saves, nothing happens.
If he saves, nothing happens.
Yeah. DC 13.
Gosh, I thought you had a dice in your hand and you ate it.
And if he succeeds.
I'm sorry. If he succeeds, then nothing happens.
And if he fails, what happens?
If he fails, the target size is halved in all dimensions and its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal. This reduction decreases its size by one category from medium to small, for example.
So it will also reduce his AC.
A bunch of stuff. Until the spell ends, the target also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Love it.
Target's weapons also shrink to match its new size. While these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage.
1d4.
This sounds like a great diet.
Less. All right. Because you are tripping balls, I'm going to let him roll at disadvantage because you're a little mushroom charged right now.
Yay!
He fails.
Oh.
So cute now.
That's little Balroggy.
So he went from gigantic to merely huge.
To merely huge. Right.
So suddenly, your spell hits him, and his wing kind of crumples first. He's not changing at the same time. So it's like boom, and he sort of spirals to the side. Boom, the other thing came. His hand goes, and he shrunk, and he's sort of staring at himself like, what is happening to me? And then, so he is now half the size of what he was before.
And now he's like, my voice? This is my voice?
What happened to me? What happened to me? I am
insanely tiny voice.
I am Flurquar the Vicious. I am to be bowed before. I am the destroyer of worlds.
Your voice should not be that small.
Right. By the way, Emperor's New Groove, most underrated Disney movie ever. Go watch it.
I definitely choose to become prone in laughter.
Why are you laughing at me? I am Flurquar, the eater of minds, the destroyer of the nine hells. What is your problem? Don't you understand you should bow before me? Why are you laughing? Don't you bow before my majesty? I will eat your soul.
So cute.
That's my turn.
And that is your turn. Safe GG.
Brilliant.
Wow. That was great. How far away? How far away is he from us?
He's about 30 feet away. He's like, again, he was hovering towards you because he was in full attack mode because he planned to eat your souls.
Oh, that's it? Okay, cool.
That old chestnut.
I'm gonna just shoot him with my short bow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim for his little face.
Mhm.
His little tiny face.
All right, shoot him with the short bow.
That's a 15 plus. So I have my hit DC. No.
So you hit him. Tell me how much damage you do.
That's a 1d6 plus 2. That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
So,
no, sorry. It's yes. No, 1d6 plus 2. Yes, 6 damage. Sorry.
So the arrow hits him in his face. He's like, "Why, you foolish mortals! How dare you offend my beautifulness?" And he sort of takes the arrow and it hurts, and he pulls it out of his bull-like face, and he throws it to the ground. Is that all you're doing?
I don't. Yes, I think so. I
Great.
go like.
Love it. Will Phalor, what are we doing?
Will is thoroughly amused by the fact that this guy is now small.
Mhm.
And
Oh, small like a kitty.
yeah, so tiny. And he is going to cast Phantasmal Force,
Ooh.
which creates an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature.
Mhm.
And they are pretty much convinced by it. They have to save on an intelligence throw.
Okay.
And it includes sound, temperature, everything. And it will do damage.
Okay.
It will do 1d6. And I think that's a 1d6.
But I have to roll against it. Yep.
Yeah, intelligence saving. And basically, I'll tell you if he fails.
Oh, you will you?
Mm. Mm.
You will?
So
Will you,
you
Will?
cast your spell and it moves towards his bull head, and then he goes,
Nice try, half elf.
Oh. Oh, he knows what you are.
You're still so huge. I can't believe your voice is that small.
No, that's not nice. You're being unkind.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate your recognition of
It's a
your
dialogue.
meanness.
It's a
I mean, I'm still
dialogue.
gonna eat your soul. I'm totally gonna eat your soul.
I understand it. I understand.
All right.
so he takes half damage.
No, it has no effect if the.
Yeah,
if the
it has. So
Oh,
then it has no
snap.
effect. That being said,
so we'll just
as
kind of
you-
go.
as you guys are like trucking through this circle. You feel as the moonlight streams down the thing. You feel the stone on your chest
Yes.
begin to like, and it glows. It starts to glow.
Hey guys, something's happening here.
Are you sure it's
it-
not the shrooms?
That is Doza's turn.
I'll be right back to that thought. In the meantime, I will do a little Ooh, do I want to do that?
While you think, I'm putting more Knob Creek in my glass.
As you should. As you should. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little.
I'm gonna take an elephant break.
Yay.
Oh,
I like
elephant
the
brain.
idea that
Classic elephant
I like the idea that the monster is huge, right? So it's what, 15 by 15. It's still massive.
Yeah.
But in our like mushroom heads, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller, and soon it's gonna be this
It's
little
just
cute
the
little.
baby
It's just
mushroom.
gonna keep getting tinier.
Our baby monster. Yeah. That's
He's gonna live in
fine.
my pocket.
None of us are scared, even though we
Yes.
should be.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Wiggling.
All right. I've decided I'm gonna cast a little shatter.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do a little shatter.
Ooh.
We saw Will do it to the chains. I'm gonna do it to a beast. Is what I've
Ooh.
decided.
So
So
you
there's
cast Shatter.
yeah, there's just this sudden loud
Nice.
ringing noise that is painfully intense, as it
Mhm.
says, and it erupts from a point of choice within my range. So it is erupting from the center of this beast.
Okay.
And they have to wait. Yes, you have to save on a Constitution 11. And I'm doing this at a level 2, so it's going to be a 48.
Okay. So I have to save on a Constitution save of 11. You said no. Yes.
Yes. So Doza gets up and she's like, "Wah!" And then
All right.
We see what the beast
Again,
does.
because of your
Will's like
mushroom
that.
magic, I'm gonna let
Yeah.
him roll at disadvantage.
She did it an octave higher too, like Mariah Carey style. Yeah.
And he fails that save
Yeah, he
because
does.
of your mushroom magic.
Okay, so you're gonna take a 48. That is a 6. You got a 5 and an 8. So what is that? 10.
The acoustics
14,
in this volcano.
24. 2-4. 2-4. Take that, fire beast
So
thing.
you should have, and he feels. He feels
Yeah.
that shatter. He
Mhm.
feels it
Mhm.
in his self, and he looks at you and he roars. He is not happy, but you see sort of like cracks in his face begin, and his shoulders kind of crack a little bit. Gusper, what are we doing?
Gosh. Okay. Gasper looks at this amazing creature. It's just in its element. It's beautiful. Getting smaller.
You're officially Doctor Who, by the way.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Incredible.
I keep thinking of
Beautiful.
the guy from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Jay Baruchel.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Gusper's gonna cast a spiritual weapon, second level spell. You create a floating spectral weapon within range, which is 60 feet. It lasts for the duration of the spell, and when you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. And it's a D8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Boom.
It's a bonus action thing, and also just throwing this out there, it can be whatever. It can look like whatever you want it to look like. So Todd, I don't know. I mean, maybe it can look like something someone donates money for.
Oh,
the person who donated
that is-
$500 just now?
What?
$500.
Do they want to
Wow.
is there a name? Was it
No,
private?
it says anonymous.
It does. It says
Okay,
anonymous.
well, so thank you, Anonymous, for donating $500.
So it just
Somebody wants to end this pandemic.
So it looks
That
like
is
kind of
just
like
kind.
when someone
Super
is
kind.
like
So good.
in a documentary or something wanting to be anonymous, and they have like the dark like figure, like it just sort of looks like a dark figure that is has like a warbly voice. Like it's disguised. And I will do, and it does 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier.
I'm gonna, because of that $500 donation, I'm gonna let it do double damage.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, let's roll it. Okay, that's a 3 and a 5. 8 plus 6 if it's double. If that's double. So 8 plus 6. I did 14 damage to it with my bonus action.
So you do 28.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what did you double?
Yes, I did double it already.
Wow. Okay, so 14.
14. And then I still have my action because that's a bonus action. And I'll just do a cantrip guidance on who's next in the order.
Azure would be the next to go, and on her turn.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw guidance towards Azure.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
So boom, as you cast that, the monster sort of feels the pain. Floorquar like resonates with this pain, and he looks back and he swings his flaming whip towards the cart, and it wraps around Doza, and
So little.
it pulls Doza out of the cart and towards it, dealing 12 hit points of fire damage as the flaming whip wraps around you and pulls you towards it. And that is, and then it swings around with its sword. That's a natural 20. So it swings its sword towards and the tallest one in the group, which would be Gusper, it hits you, and it hits you for
no.
So many
So
numbers.
beautiful.
I'm on fire.
For 17 hit points of damage.
Oof. I'm at 2.
Oh no.
So it hits you
Why?
and it roars. It's you.
You have 10 extra hit points, Gasper. Don't forget.
I got hit earlier too.
Oh.
I'm so angry.
In this? Or do you mean from before? We healed from before.
He hit me at the beginning of this fight.
It's a shame for being,
Oh.
it's not easy being tall.
Oh
Mm.
boy.
How
I-
tall are you, Gusper? You're taller than me.
He's like 10
Ah.
feet tall.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't have even hugged your kneecaps then. I just hugged your ankles probably.
My ankle
big boy.
appreciates it.
I crawl up to the side and I say, you know what? You make me sick. And I cast Ray of Sickness.
Ooh.
Ooh.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw. As a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards it from me.
Again, with your mushroom strength, I'm gonna let him roll with disadvantage. And he does not save. He actually critical ones on that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
That is a. Unfortunately, I rolled low, but that is 5 points of damage,
Mhm.
and
Every
it's
little bit
poisoned.
helps.
Yeah, and it's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Mm.
So think of that.
Boom. Safe GG, what are we doing? So just so you remember, now in the middle of this cone, this flapping damaged being has Doza in its clutches.
Oh yeah, don't hurt me, please.
Can I use a spell, a sorcery point, my last one, to re-roll both those dice to try to get a better with my empowered spell?
I like that story.
Because if I could get more than 5, I'd really like to get more than 5.
I like that story.
A 4 and a 1.
Oh.
So you got
Oh, I can do up to
6.
3. I can do up to 3. Hold on.
Okay.
That is a 10. Because that's a 4 and a 6.
10 hit
Nice.
points.
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you.
Great. Great. Safe GG.
All right. So where is Doza in the?
Doza was wrapped in the whip, and the whip is being pulled towards the thing as its maw is opening up, and you hear the 1,000 souls inside of it screaming as she is about to join that party of souls.
Don't eat me!
And how far away is she from the cart?
This thing is not far from you. It's about 30 feet from you guys as it's flapping and pissed off. As you guys are going, it's sort of keeping it's keeping turning as you guys are going.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna use some inspiration in this moment.
Ooh,
Yes,
tell me
please.
what you wanted to do.
All right. I'm gonna use some inspiration and triple my bonus abilities to use Step of the Wind to as I leap from the cart and do a double flurry of blows onto the head with my quarterstaff and my trunk. Hopefully landing on his actually landing on him to
Roll me the double damage, baby. That's genius.
Yay!
Love that.
Okay, double damage of the quarterstaff and the and all the blows.
And the trunk.
Yep. Roll me all of it.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I just like when people punch demons.
Okay,
It's so Hellboy.
so I'm how many blows is that with the quarterstaff and then the trunk? I guess-
Well, it would be one blow, like it would be one strike with the quarterstaff, and then it would be add flurry of blows and then double the damage.
Okay, got it. So
Said my bourbon brain.
That's a lot of dice.
Numbers.
quarterstaff is 6 damage. plus the flurry of blows, which is 1d. Is that 1d4 plus 2 each time?
Don't have your character sheet in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. Which is 3, so 5.
It's like 1,000,000 points, I think.
What? 1,000,000.
1,000,000 points.
So that's 6 plus 5 plus 5. So that's 16 times 2.
Yeah.
Whoa! So that's 32 hit points of damage. Bum, 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 bum. And you spend your inspiration.
And I'm
I love
like, choo-choo!
Get him.
Great. So as he does that, his whip actually releases Doza, who's now falling. Will Failer, what are we doing?
Will is still sort of like halfway through the hand motion of the failed spell, just realizing now that it hasn't worked. And he's like, I'm gonna get you.
Within your 6 seconds.
Right.
Yep.
And then he immediately, without hesitation, sees Doza falling, launches himself from the cart in her direction, casts Featherfall and on himself and her, and hopefully using the momentum from the dive, he is trying to time it as well as he can so that as he leaves the cart, he grabs her out of midair and lands in the cart on the other side of the wall safely.
Are you spending inspiration?
And that's a lot of inspiration on that one.
All right. Because that's freaking genius, I'm going to let you roll triple advantage on that. So roll me 3d20 and take the highest of the 3.
First one's pretty good. First one's a 17.
Mm-hmm.
Crit fish.
Come on. Second is a 8. We will ignore that one. That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Please
Bard's
describe to me how you succeed in exactly what you want to do.
Well, as he kind of puts one foot up onto the edge of the cart and begins to launch himself, he sings a song that sounds, again, vaguely like Tom Petty's Free Falling, but not
Legally distinct.
Yeah, legally not. And I'm feather falling. And he launches himself out in sort of a corkscrew motion and just whirls gracefully, grabbing her like something out of that movie in space that happened one time. And they corkscrew their way.
Gravity?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ever so gracefully to the cart as it veers around the corner to the other side of the wall. And he's still singing the song. And
Doza, being the other bard, is singing in a natural third harmony above him.
Wow, beautiful.
You catch her and you do boom, 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 boom. You're like Peter Quilling this into the Reaver ship as you land right in you timed this so beautifully, like arc of a diver, and you like boosh, and you land with her, and you shoulder roll, protecting both of you as you both land in that cart safely. I heart you so much. And in fact, like Doza is so safe and contented, she has the presence to rise up and have a move.
Oh,
let's go.
Yeah.
I've never felt this kind of familial love before in my life.
Be free.
I'm going to give you another inspiration point for that use of inspiration, by the way.
Wow. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
I'm so happy I must strike back. And I'm like, thank you, Will. Please stand back. I don't want you to get stabbied. And I cast.
Keep in mind, I am on the face of the demon.
Oh, you are on the face of the demon. Thank you for that reminder, Gigi.
I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay, cool, got
Go
it.
for his knees.
Yeah, I really do like kneecaps, to be fair. But because I'm gonna be aiming for kneecaps, I'm gonna do something a little more specific. All I'm gonna do. I have 2 weapon fighting, so that means I can use both my weapons in one go, right?
I love it.
Great. So I am simultaneously, not simultaneously. That makes no sense. I'm gonna fling my dagger and then whip back my slingshot and shoot my
David
slingshot
Goliath this crap. I love
Yeah. specifically at the demon's knees.
One for each knee.
One for each knee.
it. She's got a knee fetish, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
got a knee fetish. Okay, so wait, what do I have to roll? 1d. Wait, I have to see if it hits you.
To roll to hit first.
Right.
But again, I'm letting you roll advantage because you got mushroom time.
That means I get 2 rolls.
You're juiced. Roll 2d20 and take the higher of the 2.
I am so
It doesn't
juiced.
mean that
I
you
rolled
that
8.
you don't see Flo from the Geico commercials dancing in front of you while this is happening.
Right,
I'm not
and
saying
all,
that isn't happening.
all I did was roll 8 both times. So I wait. What do I add to that? I add my
To hit bonus.
wait, my hit bonus? Hold on.
Yeah.
To do your dex.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. So then
And plus
10.
proficiency.
Oh, plus
Yeah, so-
proficiency.
No,
That's
no.
another-
So whatever your slingshot to hit bonus is, it should say that on your sheet.
Oh, plus 4.
So it's 10 plus 4.
No, it's
Yeah.
So
Wait,
14.
what,
14
what did
on both
you,
of
what
them.
did you roll?
I rolled an 8, but then my proficiency's 2, and then I add the 4.
No.
Or is it just
It
4?
should be plus
So
4.
then 12.
So
Then
it's
12.
So
12.
yeah. So you're like in the arms of Will Faylor, and you stand up and you're like, I'm doing this, and
Yes.
you slingshot the thing, and the rock just kind of falls out from the slingshot and
Oh.
doesn't go anywhere. But you know what? A+ for
And my dagger
effort.
doesn't either.
Well, you're so far. Are you throwing the dagger? Because this
Yeah, I
was
was
a two-
throwing the dagger and then slingshotting.
So that was the 2 things. So roll to see if you hit with the dagger.
Oh. No.
Okay, fair enough. So you
I
watch
rolled
this.
a
You watch
7,
this
that's-
dagger go shup 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 shup. So the dagger goes in, and it goes shup 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 shup.
This is why I stick to my spells.
Seems like it's
So
gone.
That's what I yell.
Gasper, you
Yeah.
are on deck. Go, baby.
okay. That's
Okay, it's
awesome.
my moment to do something cool. And Gusper's head's kind of bleeding a lot. He uses his spiritual weapon to just attack again because it's as a bonus action. So that would be 6 plus my spell, so 3. So I do 9 damage with my bonus action. And then he
Okay.
just sort of nods. His head's bleeding a lot. Lays down in the cart and heals himself.
Oh.
Mm.
With the cure wounds. This
Okay.
is pretty. Everyone thinks this is going to be cool, and cure wounds himself.
So so what was the first spell?
So as a part of spiritual weapon is it stays for a minute, and as a bonus action I can keep hitting him with it.
Okay, great.
So-
So it does 9 hit points of damage.
9 hit points of damage with that, and then
Great.
for my action I will cast cure wounds on myself because I'm
Love it.
had 2 hit points.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So you were coughing and sputtering.
Okay.
So great. So you cast spiritual weapon, and could you please describe what your spiritual weapon looks like, by the way?
Oh, again, it's this anonymous figure. It's the figure of the person who whoever donated $500. It's sort of like they're like
Love it.
hiding from the
Love
mob, like.
Right. Yeah, their face is pixelated out and their voice
Yeah.
is low. Great. So that thing attacks it, and it's like, wow, this weird witness protection program is attacking me. Excellent. And the monster swings its whip out, trying to get Safe GG off its nose. And it hits. It wraps its whip around around you, Safe GG, and it does. Yeah, it does 16 hit points of damage
Oh.
as it wraps you and it wrenches you off of its nose. So you have now you're like now at the extension of the whip because it used it to get you off. And so it pulled you off to the side. So you are now extended out into space. And then the monster swings its sword at the cart, actually trying to knock the cart off the tracks. Boom, and it hits the cart.
Oh no.
So I need you all to roll a dexterity check who are in the cart.
It's gonna be fine.
Oh no.
It's saving throw, right?
This is a saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
A saving throw. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm
A
13.
dexterity saving throw. What?
13.
Okay.
9.
10.
12.
10,
12.
12,
I got a 10.
and a 10. So who had 13?
Doza.
Okay, Doza, you managed to actually land on the track itself.
Okay.
Boom. So you're on the track itself. Who had the 9?
Azure.
Azure, you are hanging from, no, you are falling towards the lava. Anybody with a 10 or higher grabbed onto the end of the track, and you are hanging on as Azure is falling towards the lava, and it's actually Azure, it's your turn.
Okay. I was going to cast this on its face, but Dungeon Master, what I would like to do is cast Infestation as a cloud of mites and fleas and other nasty things. I'm going to shoot it at it, and I'm like, oh god! And I would like to use it as a fluffy cloud to move myself not away from the lava.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you do.
That's genius. So you know what? Let me just check something real quick. I can be honest, I've never encountered that moment before. So
I'll take the flea bites. It's fine. They'll heal later.
so gravity failed its roll.
Wow.
And it is using your momentum to push you towards the lower tier of the tracks. So again, so you guys are going like this. Those guys are hanging off this. There's a track here. You were falling here. Your horribleness caught you and is pushing you towards the tracks. Roll me a dex save.
Thank you. Oh boy. That's a 16 on the dice.
Boom. So you catch the tracks beneath you, beneath them. So they're up here. You're below them, and you catch those tracks, and you can scamper up to safety.
I'm okay, guys. Don't worry about me.
Safe
Okay.
GG. Safe GG. You're at the end of this whip right now.
Okay, so my intention is to like use my trunk, because probably I imagine my arms are kind of like caught,
you're sort of like at the end of the coil of this whip has pulled you that way.
right. So I want to use my trunk to try and catch on the track wherever I can reach it.
I love it.
And hold on for dear life using all my strength.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you between the combination of your hand and your trunk, roll me a dex save with advantage.
Okay.
Because you're using 2 things to try and make purchase.
So
Shrunk is another character.
that's a 14.
Yeah. So boom, boom. You get a hold of the track. So now it's the whip that is. So that's your move. What do you want to do with your action? Because now there's a whip between you and the Baylor.
Okay. So do I still have the use of either my hand or my trunk, probably?
Yeah,
right?
it got you around the waist to pull
Okay.
you off. So your hands and your trunk are free. Now your hand and one of your hands and one of your trunks is attached to the track. The other hand is free.
Okay. I guess let's see, I'm grabbing on. I'm gonna use my quarter as I'm holding on with my trunk in one hand. I'm gonna use my other hand to like beat at the whip with my quarterstaff.
Love it.
Oh!
So you're gonna try to loosen the whip with your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Roll me to hit.
Ooh, it's a 3 plus 2 hit, so 7.
So you swing your quarterstaff, boom, and you hit this flaming whip, and your quarterstaff catches on fire, and it's slowly burning up towards your hand. Will Phalor, what are we doing?
So I'm hanging, correct?
Yeah.
By my okay. I'm gonna just sort of look around, try to make eye contact with Doza again. And if we
I'm here, boo.
Doza's up there on the track, safe and sound.
Yeah. If we do in fact lock eyes, I give her a nod and I say, "You still remember that note you hit before?"
Oh yeah, I got it.
And then I kind of look back over my shoulder in the direction of this beast, and I sing a very high note.
That note.
And cast Shatter, very similar note. And I'm sort of looking to her for like that harmony that we did on the spirally song Through the Air to sort of enhance maybe.
The natural third up, yeah.
Yeah, just give me that third. And I'm looking to her.
I do want to hear the note.
Again, it's just a but then with like a there you go.
There you go.
And it's in, you know, we throw it off, we fire it off, and I'm doing this with inspiration because I'm hoping that my note will inspire her to hit that third and resonate at some kind of horrible frequency that just battles this thing's skeleton.
So yeah, he does not succeed thing. And as you hit that note, pieces of the volcano at the top and fall and start cascading down and hit the thing on its head. The whip that it has releases the whip on its head releases the whip around Safe GG, so he is no longer fighting with that thing, and he can climb up onto that track. The pieces of volcano knock it back and move it to the side away from you guys, and it's blinded by volcanic iron dust, and it is falling towards the lava pit. The weight of the rocks are pushing it into the lava pit and driving it into. It hits the lava pit, and you hear this horrible roar, and you guys are all now hanging off the sides of the track, and you're on the track as now the thing screams out in pain, and the lava then starts to burble and rise, and you guys are now on the track as the lava is rising. What do you do?
Get us out of here!
Run for the exit.
We gotta go up. We gotta go up.
Up and out.
Up and out or down and out? Which way are we going?
Wherever out.
I want to make a perception check about like where we were heading and if that's still a viable exit.
You guys were heading down towards an exit that is about 15 feet from the lava. The exit out the top is about 1, 2, 3, 4 rings of track up and out. You are closer to the exit out the side on the bottom.
I just start beating the quarterstaff just to put out that fire.
Is this necklace still
on my thick leathery skin?
The necklace is like vibrating, and it is bright, beautiful light.
Yeah, and remind me, what do I understand about this necklace again, as far as its history and what it does?
It can create an enormous explosive beam out from it.
Does that beam?
Can we blast the side of the mountain open?
Will Phalor, what would you like to do?
Can I cast Eagle Splendor, my enhance ability on Will Phalor, just to make his the target has advantage on charisma checks after that.
I love it.
And I'll use my inspiration point on this as
Love
well.
it.
Yeah.
Will sort of evaluates the situation, sees this lava bubbling up, and basically wants to just create a safe channel for that lava to flow out of, so they don't really have to worry about it. And knowing what he knows about this necklace, he kind of reaches up, taps on it a few times, goes, "Is this thing on?" And then points it at the wall, and hopefully
on the bottom. Tell me where you are putting it.
So still currently hanging. I guess what do you know what tier I'm on? Am
You
I
guys are like here, so if you ran here, you would hit the exit. You would have to run up to get out. The lava is rising.
So he's sort of hanging, I guess, above the exit, and he's gonna fire this thing at the opposite wall on the other side of the exit, sort of below the exit.
Love it.
To hopefully create a channel for the lava to sort of drain out of.
So this
just erupting a volcano. It's fine.
This concentrated white light ebbs in front of you, and it creates this concentrated beam, and it shoots down below you, just above the rising lava, and it creates a hole in the wall, and the lava ebbs and ups, and it's reaching almost like it has a mind of its own. It reaches up towards you all, but then it like cascades, and then out the mountain, boom, it goes out the mountain. That being said, because you have destabilized the side of the mountain, the whole thing starts to rumble as rocks start falling down on top of you.
Uh-oh.
What are you guys doing?
I'm dead sprinting along the track to get to the exit.
Great. So,
Yeah, following that.
And I yell, Gigi, pick me up. My legs are too short.
As I pass her by, I trunk her up into my loving leathery arms.
Thank you.
So you grab Doza into your trunk, and again that beautiful whiff of peanuts. As you are going through, what are we doing, Azure?
I'm running.
You're running. Bum 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 bum. Gusper.
I'm gonna run and cast Bless again. I think I'll hit safe GG Wilfilor and Azure just because he's holding Doza, and just keep running.
Love it. So you guys are running around. So you guys have the exit. Below you is the exit that all the lava is spilling out. There's an exit where you see daylight. The lava is ebbing up and going out through this hole. I need you all to roll me a dexterity check.
Yes. Sorry, 18.
Wait, sorry.
Am I right?
This is a save dexterity?
Well, you don't need to roll it, Doza, because you're in in Gigi's arms.
14.
And you can add 4 to that with the Bless.
Great.
Okay, so 18,
baby.
I got an 8.
You got an 8. So Gusper got an 8. What'd you get, Will Feller?
I just wanted to check. Am I running or am I still hanging on here? Because
You've climbed up.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Yes, I'm running, definitely.
Okay, great.
Absolutely. I roll a 1.
Oh,
You roll
no!
a 1. So Gusper and Will
I dive
Feller
into the
actually
lava.
trip on the tracks. The lava is rising. The place is collapsing.
We're
What do you guys do?
Got
What do
a
you guys do?
I got a dirty 20. Can I run back and grab him?
F yeah.
Oh.
So you run back, and grab them. Roll me a dex with advantage.
It's a 19 on the die and a 17 on the die. Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. So you get them to their feet. You guys are up and running. You guys are heading out towards the place is coming in on down upon itself. You guys are all heading towards the exit. The lava is rising. You burst out of that place into the moonlight. The moonstone, actually, once it hits full-blown moonlight, surrounds you guys and protects you all as you.
Like a hamster ball.
You bounce down the hill like a hamster ball. You see the lava leaking out, but to the left of you as you are bathed in the moonlight, and you roll. The ball rolls, but you guys all sort of stay centered in the center of it, and you roll down towards the bottom of the hill, and then you hit the bottom of the hill, where you see at the bottom of the hill waiting for you is a clan of moon elves.
Yes.
Ooh.
And they stand before you with tears in their eyes as they see the moonstone protecting you, and they are all holding their hands out, guiding the moonstone, causing the circle of protection because once they saw it emerge, they were able to help you and aid you in saving you as you tumble down this hill. You roll to a stop. The moonstone protective circle fades around you as you all are presented at the edge of the forest. As the volcano collapses in and of itself, the river of lava heads out towards the sea, and you are presented before the clan of moon elves. And they thank you.
And we say, "Where's our gold?"
Will holds up the medallion and says, "See, I told you I knew how this thing worked."
And your cousin steps forward
What?
and says, "Bro, I take back all the horrible things I ever said about you, being a half elf and all." And
Most
you take-
importantly, probably this is the box that it came in, and I hand them that.
And then a craftsman steps forward and goes, "You know what? Those things are important. So thank you. Thank
It's
you
well
for
made.
acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like you're cool. You're cool."
No, no
awesome.
restocking
Thank
fee.
So you take the stone off.
Yes.
You take the stone off. They return it to the box. They close the box. It is passed among them. You don't see the box. The elder amongst the moon elves bows to you and hands you a gorgeous purple stone. It's a diamond. And they say, "This should take care of you for the rest of your lives." And they present it to you all, and they said, "Come and eat. We have prepared a feast for you. You have succeeded in your mission, and I thank you all for going on this adventure with me."
And I say, "Hold up, hold up, hold up.
Doza says, "Hold up."
There is no mission complete without a dance party." And I spend my inspiration point at this point, and I make all of us, including all of the moon elves, get down and dirty to Bruno Mars's Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk's gonna give it to you. Come on! And there's a huge dance party in the moonlight. Boom! Magical fireworks fill the sky. Everyone is jamming to this song. Food was had by all. And as I like to say to all of my adventurers, at the end of adventures, to your following adventures from here forward, may you always roll with advantage. Thank you guys so much. This has been an absolute pleasure. And to you guys at home, thanks for going on this journey with us. And please donate to Direct Relief. This is important. I hope you all had a good time. Any closing words from the group?
$6,155 is the total that we raised
Unreal.
today.
Boom! We exceeded the goal by over 1,000. You guys are amazing.
Incredible.
I long for the day that we can gather around an actual table, and the donations that you all gave will help make that possible, because you're pushing us closer to ending this nonsense. Anything else? Any closing words from anybody?
Todd, well done.
Incredible,
Yeah.
Todd.
Thank you, Todd.
This
That was
was
amazing.
delightful.
So fun.
So
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you guys. Cheers, everybody. I hope you have. I hope to play with you guys around an actual table sometime.
Let's do it.
Seriously.
And this was amazing, and you guys were all amazing, and you folks at home for donating were amazing. And again, may you all roll with advantage. Peace out.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.